can each add 2 hero points again. So you all have 5 hero points. You can be used for rolling again with advantage, escaping a death roll, and performing a heroic action. And something else, which we'll see if you guys can figure out when we get started today. Something which I forgot to do last week, which I'm going to be doing this week, just to terrorize you a little bit more. Only the magic users, though. Actually, only the magic users. The rest of you are okay.
Bro, come on! As if I wasn't, like, struggling enough.
Are you
still pulling from the deck?
Oh, yeah. But thank you. Thanks for reminding me. That's another thing I've got to open that I should have opened. I knew there was something I forgot to open.
Moi.
Jammer. I feel like that kid that's like, ma'am, didn't we have homework?
Actually, now that you mention it, somewhere here. It's under extras. Okay, what they're talking about, I have a deck of critical fails. I've got a deck of critical hits as well, but I'll let you guys handle that if you want to. But I have a deck of critical fails, which means I'm going to draw a card every time you fail critically, and it's going to have some kind of detrimental effect. Some people already have felt that. I'm not going to mention any names.
Quick question. We meant to have 5 hero points. I can only have up to 3.
Yeah, we can't go above 3, eh?
Okay, you wanted to go above 3. Okay, no, cool then. Sorry, guys, I didn't know there was a thing on that.
Okay. So it's not just me. Cool.
No, okay, we'll add 2 of it later. Sorry, I just as I was paging through the deck, I just found one of the fumble cards that I can't wait to use.
Oh yay!
There's an awesome critical fumble card I just fumbled on. Okay, everyone's ready. Is there any questions? Anything anyone wants to ask? Anything anyone wants to do?
I have a question.
Go.
Has in the time frame that we've been here, has anybody heard me crunching on food?
I have a little, but I won't mention that.
Okay, I'm going to mute myself because I can't tell what picks up.
Don't listen to Norman. He's half deaf in one ear anyway, so he's fibbing. No, don't worry about it. Enjoy your dinner.
Thank you. I can make it obnoxiously loud for you guys. Do some ASMR if you'd like.
That's fine. Thanks.
No, thank you.
I don't know if you guys can hear us. We're munching as well, but you probably can't hear us because that's usually softer stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say as well. We're also eating this side, so I'm just going to remain muted for a bit.
Hey, everyone's eating.
Yeah.
And observe, yeah.
Well, we're snacking more than eating. Ours is pretty soft. Ours is just snacks. So while everyone's eating, if there's no other questions or anything else, I'll do a quick run through. Right from the basically, we had a group thrown together. They were going to seek their fortune to become rulers of the land. Arranged some adventures, had some bad luck. Fed Caedyn some funky wine. And I'm mentioning that now because there's a reason behind that. I play, which is not, he's not here now, is Gregor, who's an alchemist with a familiar by the name of Gore. And yes, only about in our second or third session did I realize Gregor and Gore. I didn't even think about that before. And basically, they were busy with their adventure. They just killed an owlbear, had a breakfast where they discussed their pasts and their backstories, which was shocking to some people. A bunch of stuff came out there, and then they all went out, came back looking for Alpha's holy symbol, and went into a fairy ring where they were all transported to the first world, which is the Fey realm, where gnomes are supposed to have come from. When they arrived there, they had a little bit of a discussion with some trees, who told them they're brought there for a purpose, to perform a task that no one else can do. They found a crystal tree that was broken down, kind of shattered, and in the middle is like a cross-shaped hollow with little cracks kind of extending out from it, from all 4 of the arms. It's like a cross. It's from all 4 arms. They had an interview with some blink dogs. Akari summoned her creature to find it was a completely different creature this time. They all look completely different to what they looked previously. Gregor is surprisingly missing, but in his place is a Fetchling Fetchling Drow, who has joined the party. Everyone seems to have also, excuse me, were shocked at their new shapes and found that their weapons were different. So not only are they look different, they seem to be completely different people. They went up, had a run-in with some kind of weird fey wolf in sheep's clothing to use, or deer in cat's clothing to use Armand's words. And then they, after fighting that, they went a bit further and they started being attacked by a giant bombardier beetle, launching flaming plasma at them. The blue marks on the screen are where the fire is busy burning at the moment. Oh, whoops! I've got to open up one more thing. Sorry, guys. I forgot that as well. I've got to open up that. I've got to open up my Excel sheet that I can keep track of who's who. There we go. Perfect. Okay. That's fine. Close. Okay, cool. So what happened, Evara had moved up to the creature. As far as I remember, you hadn't made an attack just yet. Am I correct? You were about to make your attack when we ended.
No, I attacked once. Do you remember?
Okay, you attacked once.
Yeah. I don't remember what that was. And then we said we don't want to go over the time.
Yeah, because I remember now because Caedyn wanted to speak to us. Okay, so Evara's. Have you finished your turn then? Was that the last thing, or did you want to do something more?
Is he still on the same amount of life, or did he take damage?
Let me double check for you.
Listen, Christopher's PC just shorted out, so we'll be back on this side. Sorry about that. Okay, so I don't think I can use my second attack. I don't have a second attack, right? Because it will do.
It'll take you. You'll be into a minus. Yeah. It has taken damage. The creature has taken some damage. You did do some damage. I think Christopher did some damage as well.
Okay, cool. I will then end my turn.
It is kind of breathing. It's a giant beetle. It's like reddish in color. It's got wings, and it's kind of lifting up its thorax. It lifts up its thorax. It kind of throws a plasma bolt, which lands somewhere. It is standing near to it, the way Evara is now. You can feel like a warmth emanating from it, but it's not enough to burn you. You can just feel this warmth emanating from it as it kind of goes. I'm going to wait for Christopher to get back. Any other questions? Anything else? Next up would be Lillith.
Me.
Okay. Hi, sorry. Christopher asked if we can just go on. He doesn't want you guys to wait for him, so we'll keep him in the loop via my sound system and stuff. Okay.
Can you you can do rolls for him or something if he wants to do that, but you need to see his attack and all of that, I suppose.
Yes, but we'll roll it on his behalf because we know his attack stuff. So we'll just throw a normal die 20 and just add his modifiers instead of mine.
Okay, cool. Can I use my bow, my short bow? I think it's got a 65 range. If I'm not mistaken.
I think you're close enough.
60 feet, yes. So
yeah,
I
you're
did.
Close enough. Go ahead.
So that's a die 6 attack.
No. Yeah, what? Die 20 plus. Yeah, die 20 first. Die 20 plus. What are your scores on the first one there?
8.
8. Die 20 plus 8.
Alrighty, let me do that then. Sorry, I'm just getting everything on this side. I'm still kind of hidden in the shadows.
Yeah. You are still in the shadows. You are still unseen for this moment, correct. That's a miss.
Ugh.
Fire arrow, and it shoots across the top of the beetle. It does not look your way as yet. It's still busy looking at Evara. You can use your second attack if you'd like. It will have, I think it's +3 or something there.
Let me just see. Hold on one seckie. I'm telling you, the dice is loaded. Yes, it's +3.
Again, it's up to you.
Dice is definitely loaded.
I'm getting
let me
worried.
try.
Oh, okay.
I've got what do I have to lose?
Yeah, go ahead. Die 20. And
20.
that's a hit. Go ahead and roll.
Yay!
Go ahead and roll damage.
Which is now the
1d6, I believe.
yeah. Yep. 1d6p, whatever that means. Sorry.
Piercing.
Piercing damage. Yep. So what type of damage it is?
Thank you.
And she's still sneaking, right?
Yeah.
So then she should add the sneak attack damage as well.
Sneak attack damage.
Another d6, so it'd be 2d6 plus. Oh no, you've got a range weapon, no pluses.
No,
Yeah.
2D, so it's 2d6.
Oh, cool. You could actually. Oh, sorry.
9.
9.
So give me a second. Your arrow comes flying over and lands in the neck of the beetle. It kind of turns head towards you. Kind of ichor seems to be spurting out. You do seem to have pulled in quite a lethal blow there. It is kind of thrashing around. The ichor kind of spraying all over the place.
Sorry, Evara.
No, not quite on her yet. Yet being the operative word. Okay, are you back online, dude?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. That would mean the next turn is Oryn. Can't wait to try this
Yay.
out. What would you like to do?
We get 3 actions, right?
Depending, I mean, the third action is usually at a bit of a disadvantage, but yes, if you want to try 3, you can.
So I'd like to move. Wait. Can I also sneakily move to where Lillith is?
Roll stealth. Okay, it's going to be a bit difficult because it's already seen you, so you're going to have to kind of move. So I need to first roll stealth. I'm going to have you roll stealth at disadvantage.
Cool. What is disadvantage?
At the bottom it says DIS. You roll 2 dice and the lower roll counts.
No, yeah.
So do I add the +6?
Yeah, you add all of that. But next to it, there's a button that says DIS.
Yes.
You click on that as well.
Okay, is that the D20 or D6 you said?
D20.
Okay. +6. Disadvantage. Okay, lovely.
Okay, so 14 is what you got.
Hmm.
I'll allow it.
Cool.
You barely manage to sneak away. You barely kind of make it into the shadows as the creature's kind of watching. It does seem to lose sight of you as you get into the shadows.
So, I didn't measure.
Are you around about here? Yeah, I was going to say.
25 feet.
I have extra
How-
feet. I'm at 30 feet.
Okay.
yeah,
You could, okay. Yeah, I was going to say you could stop there, or you could take your second move to move a further 30 feet. It's entirely up to you. Or any portion of 30 feet. That's entirely up to you.
Okay, I think it's fine where I am for now.
Okay, cool. You have 2 remaining actions.
Then I would like to cast. Oh wait, no. If I cast needle darts, will this thing see where I am? Or will I have an advantage considering it's...
No. Considering you're hidden now, we'll talk about that later. You wish to cast Needle Dart.
Yes.
Please roll a wisdom check.
Wisdom check.
1 die 20.
Okay, cool.
You've got needle darts as well? Wow.
I do.
And you.
Ooh,
Natural 20.
I love that.
To those
Okay.
to that dice.
Okay, go ahead. Make your attack.
Cool.
That was a critical hit, so you do get a bonus. So I don't get to hinder you. Damn. You get a bonus.
Lovely. So is it straight D20 plus
Yeah,
1?
a straight attack roll. Straight up attack roll. Yes.
And that is the plus 6 because it is an attack on the spell.
As far as I remember it, yeah.
Yeah.
That is
Ooh,
a hit.
Love this game.
You summon up your spell, and as you're whirling and you throw your darts, you suddenly notice that as each of them are hurtling towards the beetle, they suddenly seem to sprout sparks around them, and they start sparking, and the sparks start shooting between them, forming this like mesh between them as they're spiraling towards the creature, and they all thud home and go ahead and roll for damage. And you can add 1 die 4 electric damage to that as well.
Oh.
Ooh, okay. So do I get the sneak attack?
No, you don't get a sneak attack bonus. That's only a thief.
No, it's only for the rogues, eh?
Okay, cool. So 1d6
Good question.
and then a
Very good
d4.
question. What is your? No, it's sorry.
Needle darts is 3 die 4.
3 die 4
Oh,
plus
So you
another die
roll
4.
4 die 4 now.
So you roll
See,
4
I
die 4.
haven't. 2, 3. And then,
Oh.
sorry, 3 die
4 die
4?
4 die 4.
4 die 4. Okay.
Just 3 of them
Sorry,
are
I haven't
piercing
worked.
damage, and 1 of them is electric damage. But that's not really going to make a difference. Okay, that looks like a cocked dice.
Wow.
12 damage.
Sure.
Good job.
Yay. Sorry, guys. I know, again, I'm asking a lot of questions today.
Please ask questions. There's only one. That's the only way to learn. There's no such thing as a stupid question, only a stupid answer. So please ask questions all you like. Okay. Your dots thud home, and the creature kind of jerks as it shocks them, and it kind of embeds into the body, like left, right, and center. And now is bleeding quite profusely. Blood starting to pour out of its pincers, shaking violently, trying to get rid of all the agony and all the dots pegged into it, while being shocked at the same time. And with that, it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the creature. The creature is going to straight up lash out at the person closer. It reaches out with its pincers and makes a go for Evara. Roll. Come on, roll. Ooh, and it misses. Misses completely, taking a swipe. I mean, it's pretty much bleeding everywhere. Blood's probably got into its eyes. It can't see very well.
Don't forget the critical fails, eh? We need
1 is a critical fail. 1 is a critical fail.
Okay. 1. Cool.
1. If you roll a 1. Okay. So creature goes and misses. It takes a second. I'm going to take a second attack. 20. Oh, for Pete's sake. And it swipes again and misses again. Creature's now bleeding more. There's ichor spraying all over the place. There's black gunk is coming out of it. It smells kind of like acidy and tarry. The only one who will be able to smell it is Evara. Where it's cooling up on the actual foliage on the grass and the grounds. You notice it is kind of starting to singe the grass around it as it's going. It's making a weird clicking noise right now. And the next person up is Akari. You've been waiting so long, and you've been like measuring and measuring and measuring. So please go ahead and make your attack. Yeah, you think I didn't notice?
Yeah, I need to roll a wisdom, right? To cast the spell.
1 is a critical fail. 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 No, you use charisma.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
I'll
Charisma.
let you use this charisma. I'll let you use what you use to cast your spells with. So I will let you use charisma. That only seems fair. I mean, if you're using intelligence or intelligence or charisma to cast your spells,
Not a good roll.
if you're
No.
using those to cast your spells, it's unfair to ask you to use wisdom. So I get it. What are you casting?
Needle darts.
What a shock! Turn around and you try to cast your spell. As you cast it, 4 little butterflies form in front of you and fly away into the trees.
Okay, gonna shake my hand and try and cast it again.
Uh-huh.
Go to it. Please, again, remember to make your charisma check, please. I'll let you make it a +1 this time, please. Because you are casting the same spell for a second time, so it hopefully learned.
Nope.
Boom!
No, apparently not.
Oopsie. Naughty
I
dice.
was waiting for that. I was so waiting for that. Sorry, dude. You know I love you, ne?
He says while laughing menacingly over here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Is the one a critical fail then?
Yeah, a 1 is a critical fail or a critical fumble. How it works, a 1 is a critical fail of a critical fumble. That means something detrimental happens to you or someone around you. 20 is a
Oh, no.
critical hit. It lets you do extra damage. But it also, in certain cases, if I use the cards, which I'm not going to use today, it's too many new things at once. It gives you an extra bonus, but a natural 20 gives you the best possible outcome. In combat, it's bonus damage, but you can also roll a critical success in a conversation or something. The common joke about that is, I want to try and steal someone's underwear, and you roll a 20. That doesn't mean you steal their underwear, because that's literally impossible. But it will give you the best possible advantage, which means you kind of steal everything else besides that. Steal everything out of the guy's pockets and that. So a natural 20 gives you the best possible outcome, whereas a 1, which is going to give you the worst possible outcome. But that's
Okay,
a
I
natural 1.
understand.
If you roll a 2 and you're rolling at a -1, that's the one that doesn't count. Even though it's only 1, it doesn't count as a critical fumble. Only a natural 1 and only a natural 20.
Using
You also get what I call as a dirty 20. A dirty 20 means you roll 20, but it's your roll plus your bonus stuff. Is what's called a dirty 20.
Okay.
a good example of the 1, using your example, is that if you rolled a 20, you might steal everything but, like everything out of their pockets. But if you rolled a 1, they'd end up stealing your underwear.
There we go. Kind of like that. Something like that.
It's kind of like a Uno reverse situation in a way.
Mm-hmm.
If you roll a 1, they're not wearing any underwear.
Really? Moving right along. I'm getting on the verge of saying nope. Okay. You kind of think to cast a spell, and you'll need lots. Fly out and then fly back and hit you full on in the stomach. Please roll 1d4.
Oh.
4. You find to feel very nauseous, and you kind of feel your bowel boiling up. You swallow really hard, trying not to puke. You are nauseous for the next 4 rounds. You need to make a concentration check on any actions you perform.
How rude!
You don't have any damage from where the darts went into you. It just kind of left you feeling incredibly ill and sick and nauseous. And now, obviously, it is Andariel 2.0 version to go.
Yeah, Akari is just gonna not command it to do anything right now, trying to resist the urge to vomit.
Okay.
If you were wearing a helmet, it would have been an Alpha 2nd edition.
Yes, these things happen. That's why I put in the nope clause. Weird and wonderful things happen when we play. And again, this is a fantastic group. That would obviously mean that the next person to go would be the only person left, which would be Alpha.
Oh. If Alpha raised his shield, what would be the AC bonus?
+2 as far as I know.
Even with a smaller shield?
No, I'm going to give you the same thing even with a smaller shield. No, I'm not going to think it's not that much smaller. It's just smaller than what you were used to.
Okay.
It just feels there was more to just feel how weird it feels in your grip.
Okay.
More than actually to make any difference to your actual armor class.
Alpha's gonna move because he can only move 20 feet.
Yeah.
He's gonna move 20.
How far? Look, if you're about 50, you could move up to there, but then you'd only have one attack.
Yes.
It is bleeding quite profusely. Just putting it out there.
Alpha is gonna do that. Okay, so can he move 50?
Yeah, I'll allow you 50. I'll allow you to move a 50, and then you can go ahead and make your attack. I'll allow that.
While Alpha's moving, he's gonna grin and yell, "Hey, you flaming fart beetle! Is that your best shot, or are you just auditioning to be a campfire? I've seen torches with more bite."
Okay. I almost feel like giving you a hero point for that. Go ahead and roll your attack. 1d20 plus 8, I think it is.
Yeah.
Just check for me, please. Guys, again, I'm not really looking. I'm looking at some other stuff.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Please go ahead and roll. You would need to roll a 20 or higher.
24.
Boom!
Oh, nice.
Go ahead and roll your damage. And I can almost guarantee you, unless you roll really badly, you're going to get a how do you want to do this?
What is... I can't remember what that flail's damage is.
It's 1d6, I think, same as your... what was your sword is 1d8 or 1d6?
It was 1d8 plus 4.
It's 1d8.
That would be this one. Yeah, just a normal 1d8.
2, 3, third one.
+4 for your strength. Or plus...
Yeah,
plus
plus your strength. Yeah, no, plus your strength. No extra. Sorry, your +4 is for your strength.
Okay.
Then you add that. No, my apologies. I misunderstood. No. If it's your strength bonus, you add that. Sorry. That's your strength bonus. Please add it. Yes. Sorry.
Sorry, it's a third die.
Correct.
Yes.
Third die. Yes.
Cool. 7.
How do you want to do this?
Wait. I've been waiting for this.
Job.
So, with its standing, Alpha is...
As you guys can see, you can judge. Sorry, I just want to mention, by the size of the tokens, this is the size of what the players are. I'm just putting it out there. So the different size tokens is actually to do with what your actual size is relevant to each other.
Sorry, sweet. Thank you so much. I didn't know that.
And this is not a beetle. I couldn't find a good enough beetle token. That's why we're using the funky looking one. There are a few of those.
Kind of reminds me of Thomas Gun, so it's still cool.
Cool. Sorry. Apologies for interrupting you, Alpha. Please go ahead and make your destruction roll.
So, Alpha is gonna swipe at its feet. You can stop me at any point if this is a bit...
I don't mind. I've got no problems with it.
Alpha's gonna... The beetle's gonna turn towards Alpha. Alpha's gonna swipe at its feet. It's gonna lose balance or, break its legs. It's gonna fall down. And while this beetle is on the ground, kind of looking with sad puppy eyes towards Alpha, Alpha's gonna say, "We have come at last, and now the time of reckoning is upon us. In the name of the Sorrow Sword and Radiant Will of Divine Light, I hereby sign your death warrant. The sword protects." Wow. And he's going to stomp in the beetle's face.
Okay.
Good job. And he kind of steps on, like, squelch all over the place. And as it squelches, it suddenly bursts into flames. It's like, when the flames burn, but it doesn't seem to give off much heat. And then just suddenly like, flames disappear, and lying where the beetle was lying. I'm going to remove the deep beetle, I suppose, here. You see a prismatic crystal. It's about a foot, about 40 centimeters long. It looks like it's a cubic long column prism, red in color. And from the top, it's got a point at the bottom, and from the top, it's got little crystals growing out, kind of looking almost like tree branches. And it kind of reminds you, it kind of looks like part of the inside of the tree. Look, the crystal tree where the cross was missing. This looks kind of like it could possibly fit into there. Remember I said it was a cross and there was little cracks flowing out of it? It looks like where these branches are could fit into those cracks. This could possibly fit into there somehow.
Nice.
What do you want to do? It's still lying on the ground. No one's done anything. It's lying on the ground. What do you want to do?
Remember, you're not Chuffy. You don't need to lick it.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
We need the crystal shards for the crystal tree.
Or do you?
You mean do we? Can we see that, or is it just Alpha and Akari? Sorry,
only Alpha and Akari can see it, really. You guys can see there's something on the ground, but you can't really see it.
Damn, I can see that?
Yeah, Alpha and Evara, sorry, they the closest. Akari, and he's got very sharp eyes.
You guys did kind of see the flash and the flames and then something disappear. And you can kind of make out there's something there, but you can't really see what it is.
You said this thing is floating.
Fell onto the ground.
Alpha's going to pick it up. But as he picks it up, he's going to say, he's going to look at the bug and say, "Let the unworthy fall into the abyss, and may the souls of the forsaken be weighed and found wanting." That's kind of his little prayer that he's going to say.
Cool. Again, as you say the prayer, you notice again you don't get the feeling of fulfillment you usually get. You feel nothing, even though you're still able to feel your faith inside you. You still feel your patron is not reaching out to you. There's no contact with your patron. It feels almost like he's off distant, not near you. Anyone else want to do anything?
Is that ichor still on the ground?
It would be. It's partly cinched, but yes, on the ground.
I'd like to go up to there and take one of the vials out of my thing if I still have that.
Well, you feel around in your pockets and you find you do have vials. It's not the ones you had. These are kind of more rounded, kind of a rounded bottle with a cork in it. You could still use it for the same purpose, but it's not the ones you would use. And you also find some of them that already have stuff in them. There's one with like a white powder in it. Another one is a white with a funky, looks like bubbling gel in it. But yes, you do find vials that you can use, not the same as yours, but you do find vials in the pockets.
Cool. Can I take that vial and touch it to that ichor on the ground, that singeing stuff, and see? Firstly, I just want to see if it'll burn the bottle.
No, it won't burn the bottle.
It won't burn the bottle. Okay.
Even though it's kind of still singeing the ground around a little bit, it doesn't feel really warm to the touch. And it won't really do anything to the bottle.
Cool. Can I take a bottle of that, please?
Of course, you can skip a bottle. Guys, I'm going to ask you please just keep these notes apart. You can add them to your character sheets later when you get your character sheets back in inverted commas. You can add it to the notes on your character sheets. But again, remember, you're wearing different armor, different clothes. You have different items on you, different weapons. Everything's kind of a little bit jumbled to what it was. Again, look different. Anyone else want to do anything?
Can I move up closer to the beetle to go and see what's there?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
I'm the one that was by the crystal tree.
Go ahead, go ahead. You're welcome to.
So that's 2 thingies because it's like 60 feet away.
No, it doesn't matter because you're not in battle time anymore, so you can move freely.
Okay, cool.
What you basically see is there's a singed husk where the beetle was. It looks like basically just the outside carapace is left of it's all singed. There's in the singe marks around it, there's a purely cut where the crystal was. The grass is still there, as if that has not been touched by the fire at all. And also where the ichor is splattered, it's kind of singeing. It doesn't feel warm to the touch, but there is a singe all around on everything that's around here.
Okay. Does Alpha tell us about the crystal, or is that his personal secret?
I don't know. Ask Alpha.
Alpha? Well.
Alpha's gonna turn around and then show everyone the crystal and be like, look what I found.
Cool. Because that looks kind of like the markings on the crystal tree that we left behind us. The tree that I scaled to go and see what's up.
Does anyone else want to do anything else?
No. All good, I think.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think now. On the map, there's like something on the ground, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Is that just part of the map, or is it something that I could see? Would I notice that there's anything different there?
You could notice. I mean, you wouldn't notice it because you're not so high up, but you would notice the grasses on the plant, the vegetation does differ lighter and darker colors on the ground itself. It actually does differ light and dark colors. Some places seem lighter, some places seem darker. You would notice that most definitely, but you wouldn't be able to get the whole picture. You would just notice there does seem to be some kind of pattern in the foliage around you.
Would I be able to maybe cast detect magic or do a nature roll or something to be able to identify?
You could do both.
Okay.
Cast magic. You end up you cast magic. The only thing that seems to be emanating any magic seems to be the crystal that Alpha's holding. That seems to be emanating some kind of strange. It feels almost twisted, some kind of twisted fey magic. But for anything else around you, there doesn't seem to be anything. Besides, there seems to be like an background hum of magic from everywhere. Other than that kind of background hum, the only thing that really registers as magical at the moment would be the crystal. I mean, besides the obviously normal stuff that you guys would be carrying, would be the actual the crystal itself seems to emanate magic.
So wait a minute, my summon doesn't pick up magic? Just a question to the DM.
No, but that I said besides the usual stuff that you would be, I mean, she'd be used to your summon picking up magic.
Not this summon makes a difference.
Well,
I think the essence is the same of the two of them.
Yeah, is it really? I mean, just because you look different, maybe the summon also just looks different. Same as you're in a different body, maybe the summon is also just in a different body. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a completely different creature. Same as you all, except for Lillith, are still you. You're just in a completely different body. It might not be a completely different creature. It might just be Andariel in a different body.
Oh, wait! I forgot I can do this. Hang on. Can I summon the dead creature to talk to it as a ghost?
You could, but a beetle doesn't really talk.
Yeah, but if I have that, I can speak to fairy creatures.
Yeah, but it's
bro.
a beetle.
I've signed this thing's
Not a fairy
death
creature,
warrant.
Beetle. It's a beetle. It's not a death. It's not a. You'd be able to speak to it, but it wouldn't speak because it's literally it's a beetle. It's just a giant beetle. It's a fairy creature. I get you, but
fair enough.
Fairy creature would be something that's sentient that can actually speak. But a beetle is not really going to be able to speak.
Okay, I'll do it anyway. If I can, and I just want to ask it to point in the direction, or like, grunt or nod its head in the direction of where we need to go now to find the other crystals.
Okay. Find the other crystals. Wow, look at you. You cast the spell.
Goal-oriented, guys.
And you kind of feel the spirit and grab it and pull it back towards you as it's trying to get away. And the field spirit kind of pulling back, trying to get away from you. And it scurries up. And it turns. And it looks very, very confused for a second. And then kind of looks behind you. Back to where you came from. And then it scurries and turns left. And it scurries and turns right. Then it turns left again. And it just looks very, very confused. And then it kind of walks back and then stops looking directly behind you and kind of stands on its back 4 legs, and of the 2 other legs kind of tries to point one left, one right, and then just dissipates again into the ether.
Good. So we
Shall
can
we split the party?
No, we're not doing that.
I think it's pointing up. People, we need to sprout wings. Great bull.
Well, I think it's fair to assume that, considering that we have 4 little crystals to collect, and there was something earlier, I can't remember in the last session, that was said about, the 4 different directions.
Rainbow.
Yes.
Red, yellow, green,
rainbow.
blue. You're correct.
So maybe we should go to one of those next.
Okay. So do you want to head back towards the tree?
Might as well see what happens if we put it in.
That's what I'm asking. Do you want to head back towards the tree, or do you want to go left, or do you want to go right? Where do you want to go?
Also, I'm with Alpha on this. Let's go and put this crystal back in the tree and see what happens.
I agree.
Maybe we can get more clues.
Okay, give me a second. Let me quickly switch your map again. We're going back to that map.
We don't know why the crystals went away in the first place, do we? Did I miss that part?
No, all you were told is that the tree of life is shattered. Hey, you guys are still here. Mr. Leachy. Why are you still here?
Technically, we can just move.
Puppies.
The blink dogs.
So you guys would basically come in from here again. I was going to put you in a random one. You can put yourselves. We're not in any fighting. If we actually go into a fight, you can go ahead and put yourself into the proper formation. And then over here, where the rainbow is thing, all the mushrooms. Remember, all the mushrooms just died away and disappeared. In the middle, there was a tree, which is smaller than the other trees around it. It'd be about maybe 8 foot in diameter, where the other trees are like 30, 40 foot in diameter. These massive trees, all made out of crystal. It looks as if it's been shattered, and then in the middle is like a cross with things. You want to walk towards it. What do you want to do?
Is my bow staff still there? That I.
Your bow staff would be lying here on the floor. Yeah. Your bow staff would still be there lying on the floor. Correct.
Can I pick it up, please?
Yeah, you go ahead and pick up your bow staff. That's fine.
Thank you.
Okay, so Evara's going to go and pick up her bow staff, which will be like down here somewhere. The rest of you?
Is it too late? I don't know how needle darts work because it's my first time using them. Do I have to collect the needle darts again?
No, you don't. It's like a magical item. You do need, I think it's metal to make them. But I would assume you'd have little metal pieces stowed around you. I'm going to allow that for now.
Is it safe to say that I whatever I used, again, I think I used something last time as well, like a javelin or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Can
Crystal
I
use
just
stuff as yeah. I will
pick
allow
that
that.
up?
Yeah, I will allow that. Yeah.
Okay. Picked up everything. Great.
No, you don't have a javelin anymore. You've got a spear.
Oh yes, my spear.
Same difference. But same difference.
I remember I threw something.
Yeah.
So
Okay, cool.
Are
So-
you able to tell us more about these crystals, or do we have to roll something?
Well, you wouldn't really know much about the crystals. What do you want to do with the crystal you have in your possession?
Alpha wants
can
to
we-
slot it.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna say, can we move closer to the tree and
You
see
go
if
ahead and
it
move closer to the
fits
tree.
somewhere?
Okay, you all kind of move closer back to the tree again. As Alpha kind of holds out the crystal, it kind of jumps out of his hand and slots itself into the bottom slot. And as it does, you can almost hear it crackling, and it kind of melts and joins with the body of the crystal tree. And you see like little fire lights kind of moving around the tree as that happens. Kind of looks kind of like fish swimming around in a bowl, like swimming around. And as you look up, you notice not only are the stars still moving around, some of them seem to be circling and actually following you as you go. The stars are moving on. Again, you notice the squirrels in the trees, they're like six-legged. Again, I'm just going to give a quick description again for those that don't remember. It's got like they've got like 6 legs. This fur looks kind of bushy and kind of metallic. They have 2 eyes that are like chameleon's eyes. They kind of move independently. And as you kind of watching, one of them moves up the tree, and its tongue, like a chameleon tongue, shoots out. It looks like it's got barbs on the end. It sticks into one of the berries about the size of a small apple, and pulls it in, and its mouth opens extra large. Looks almost opens as large as its head, and the berry goes into its mouth, and a big pouch, like a pelican's pouch, opens up under its chin, and it's got this big bulge under its chin and around its chin, where the berry's stored, and it runs up the tree again. Just kind of looking at you with one eyeball, while the other eyeball's watching the tree as it goes. You kind of see the summon, the snake tongue kind of comes out of its mouth and licks it right across the top of its beak and licks down again, and it just kind of goes, Where do you want to go now? Again, you remember there was the red light was shining to the top. The yellow light was kind of shining towards where you're standing now. Where you're standing now was shining towards your left. The green light was shining downwards, and the blue light was shining towards your right. So kind of that's an anti. Yeah. Yes. So we're going kind of clockwise now.
North, south, east, west, and we've been north.
Yeah.
I say we should go get the yellow one so that we go in rainbow order.
Okay.
You went to red. Okay, red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Okay, look at you. Okay. I did not think of that. Impressive.
Thank you. I didn't want to get caught out having like we bring back the wrong crystal and then like, sorry, that one doesn't fit.
Okay, let me quickly get. Yeah, go ahead.
Before we switch maps or do anything,
yeah,
Alpha is gonna kind of look at everyone, and he's gonna say, "I have an idea," and then he's gonna say, "I require fire."
Fire?
I'm getting a little worried.
Are we cooking food? I'm always available to have something to eat. I'm just saying.
Why do you need fire?
He'll say, "Since we've entered this world, I have not been able to reach my deity."
And you speak to it through fire?
He does.
Cinder gaze.
I can help you there. On the condition
Ooh.
that you ask your deity, if you contact them, what happened to us, and she's kind of going to look at Lillith and be like, and more importantly, what happened to Gregor?
Oh, I'm so touched.
You want to know what happened to Gore?
Don't say that.
Are you ready with your next character, Christopher?
Hey, it's the truth. You even said that.
I agree with you. I know, I'm just playing. I know the team like Gore more than me. It's fine.
Oh, that's not true.
I take that as a compliment because I've really, like I said to you guys as well, I'm trying to set up Gore. It was all experimenting. Can you make a creature that can't talk have an effect on the game, which I think turned out pretty well.
Considering that most of us put Gregor as our like most memorable character, if not all of us put Gregor as our most memorable character, I feel that that's unwarranted. We all love Gregor.
Okay, cool.
So
Great.
can I cast then Scorching Blast, but like not that big, maybe?
Can't control it.
Yeah.
Please
make a roll.
Make a wisdom check, please.
Flint and steel. Can that help with starting
You've got what?
Flint and steel.
That generally would work, but please go ahead and roll a wisdom.
Sorry, is that now going to be Oryn?
Mm-hmm. Please make a wisdom check.
Cool.
He is grinning maniacally.
Oh.
Okay. You summon your spell and you bring your spell to mind. You picture it happening. You reach out to nature and a tiny little blue flame comes out of the ground. Kind of like a matchstick flame, like it's really, really small little flame. A little flame comes out of the ground.
Hey, that's all we need. Alpha's going to look at everyone and say, I do not know the effect this will have. I need everyone to stand back.
Does Oryn have to maintain the spell, like stand there and like, hold the spell? Or can she also take a step back?
No, you can go ahead. No, you can go ahead and take a step back. That's perfectly fine. You can go ahead.
Wow,
that's a big step.
She's like, I meant to do that.
Trust in the group.
Hey, I don't know what's going to happen, so...
Yeah, I've been with this group long enough. It's also, I've been with Alpha long enough to know.
Alpha's going to be sure to not face anyone while he's doing this. And he's going to cast Cinder Gaze. So that's 1d4.
But before you roll a d4, please roll a religion check.
Religion check.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be 1 die 20, whatever your religion is. I could look it up for you if you like.
It's +4 for religion.
Okay, there you go. Thank you.
Damn it. Damn it.
Please continue. No. Please continue. Roll your normal dice as normal.
Do the rest of us also get a chance to roll religion on this or not?
No.
Okay.
This is purely a test. This is a test of faith.
Oh, wow.
Not a lot of faith. Here we go.
Ooh.
You reach out and you feel around trying to find your deity. Man, all you get back is just a sense of emptiness and loneliness and foreboding and nothing else. You leap into the flame, and even the flame seems to mock you as it just dies. Leaving a tiny little black burnt patch on the ground.
Can I just say, if you don't mind, there was a video that I saw where somebody was explaining D&D to someone else, and they were like, somebody who was asking about it, they were like, what's the point then? How do you win? So the person said, no, it's not about winning, it's about telling a great story, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that just this moment, the fact that although it didn't work for Alpha, like, I mean, that's very disappointing that he couldn't contact his deity, but it is such a great plot point just to show the hopelessness and desperation of, like, I have no idea where I am and nobody's listening to me.
I totally agree. When people tell me as well, what's a role play? What's the thing with role playing games? I said it's literally a bunch of people sitting around telling a story to each other. And they said, well, what do you need the DM? I said, he kind of guides the story in the right direction, but the players are needed to tell the story. The DM's just there to guide you in the right direction, to kind of provide a backline for where your story should be going. This is your story, not the DM's story.
Yeah.
Great. Go ahead. Thank you for that.
Okay, I'm going to move a little bit closer to Alpha, pat him on his head and say, nice try, bud. Told you this is fairy.
Okay, you're going to have to kind of reach up, because he's pretty tall. You're going to have to kind of reach up really high and pat him on his helmet. On his head, on his bald head. Oh, he doesn't have a helmet, yeah. Pat him on his bald head.
Yes.
Well, I'll probably reach his shoulder because he's a fair bit taller than what I am. And then my eyes will go a little bit glassy and glazed over as I touch his shoulder. And a little bit of drool will come out the side of my mouth. And then I will say, I want to speak to my people. There's something wrong with this picture. I don't know what it is. And I'll start shaking my head and grab the top of my head and say, ouch, 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 ouch. I think I'm having a moment here. I don't know what just happened. And sit down on the floor.
Was that your Gregor impersonation?
She's been working on that all day. Please just.
Yes, I suck.
That's really. It personifies Gregor so much.
I'd like to make a perception check. What is wrong with her?
DM, with the Cinder Gaze, sorry. There's obviously with the D4, there's 4 different things that you can get. I rolled a 1, and that's terrible danger. Can I add that? So it just says terrible danger. If you roll a 1, you get a +2 status bonus to your next initiative roll. What does that not count?
You would have got that if you had made your religion roll.
Okay.
But you failed your religion roll. Remember, which I forgot to do last time, it's my bad. Lillith said to you guys, magic works differently here. So, and this is a completely different world from your world. So your deities, your gods, don't have any influence in this world. This is a world that was created before the gods were even created. So that is why, and again, this is for you, not for Alpha. Alpha probably wouldn't know this, and that is why you're having this problem with your deity. Well, your faith is probably long enough, along with Oryn. Your faith is probably enough to be able to cast your spells. Oryn's in a bit of a better position. She is a nature, the druid, she's a nature mage anyway, and she's in a nature setting, so that kind of helps her. But for you, you're going to feel completely cut off because your god doesn't have anything to do with nature.
Yes. Okay. Something small Alpha wants to do just quickly before we carry on.
Go ahead.
With what just happened, he's gonna look at everyone and say, either we have been forsaken or we are already dead. And he's gonna step away.
Ominous.
Obviously, he's gonna feel like that because he hasn't.
Yeah, he would. No, of course he would. No, I agree with you.
Being a little out of character here, Akari's going to step closer and try and cast healing on the only characters that are wounded. So it's again a d20 plus charisma, correct?
You need to roll a charisma check. So just a plain d20 first.
Not plus charisma.
No, not plus charisma. You got to roll under your charisma, which I believe you do, don't you?
Yeah, that's beneath my charisma.
I thought so. You can cast heal. You put out your hands and you cast the healing spell, and you can go ahead and heal. 7 points of damage to everyone. And you can get to my counter.
15, eh?
15.
15, yes. This is plus
Okay.
8, it's a double action.
Where is your character sheet?
Does that mean Alpha can get the 3 points back he lost?
Everyone is back to full health. It's just Alpha. Oh, no, and Akari. And Akari. Sorry.
And Akari summon.
And then, outside of character, Akari's going to say, see, your gods haven't forsaken you yet, Metal Man.
He's going to look at you. Says the creature that makes an accord with a demon.
The plot thickens.
Next time you can heal yourself then.
With... sorry, you go.
As you're kind of arguing, you do notice the summon kind of, even though it's got eyes all over its head, kind of looking backwards and forwards between you. And again, the beak in its mouth, the sides of the beak where the thing seems to almost be smiling, and it seems to be licking its lips. And it's watching what's going on between the two of you very, very adamantly. Sorry. Go ahead, Oryn.
After seeing that Alpha's attempt to contact the deities fail, would I be able to roll nature? Because it says here in nature, I know a lot because I'm trained in nature. I'll be able to recall knowledge about the first world and things like that. Would I be able to...
Okay. The nature here is very different to the nature in your world. You know the nature in your world. The nature here would be very different.
Yeah.
I would allow you to make a nature roll, but I want you to make it at a -2.
Okay.
What is your nature?
My nature is +6.
So you just make it dice with +4.
Yeah.
But what are you looking for?
I just want to see if there are any deities, or who is like in charge kind of this place. Like if his deities...
Religion, you can choose religion or nature, whichever one you would prefer. Both of them at a -2. I'll allow both of those.
Oh, it doesn't really matter because it's both +6.
Okay. I'll allow either or.
So it's kind of just to figure out as much about this place as possible, if I can.
Cool. I'm with you.
Oh my word.
You reach out to the nature and you feel the kind of nature flowing around you. And nature seems abundantly alive here. It's like just life comes out of everything. And you do notice there are strange immortal presences all around you, coming from all over the place. But you can't pick up what they are or who they are, aside from the fact that they do seem very strange and not the way you would picture deities to be.
Okay.
And at the same time, you notice some of them noticing you back.
Oh. No, go back. I'll share that information with the group.
Cool.
And just say to them that I can't pick up what it is, but there are things around us, and I may or may not have alerted them to our presence. Not in a bad way, just yet, but they are aware of us, just so you know.
Please all make a perception check.
Everyone. Sorry, guys.
I love the level of paranoia in this group. And I ask anything, it's like, sorry, group. Go 16, cool.
Yay, that's a bit better.
Nice.
I'm just waiting
for
that.
Roll 20.
Wow,
all of you rolled pretty well.
No.
All of you kind of feel You kind of notice that even though time has passed, nothing seems to have changed around you. You don't see the moon getting any brighter. You can see like still see like a slight moon glow off in the distance, but that's all. The sky doesn't seem to have gotten darker or lighter. And again, the strange sensation that some of these stars that seem to be dancing around, and some of them spiraling, and some of them moving in the sky, they seem to be following you again, and kind of there seems to be more of them above you now, kind of spiraling around, kind of moving around. You do notice that in the skies, and you do notice the trees themselves that were talking to you. No one's talking to you now, no one's doing anything, but they are kind of moving again, as if there's a breeze or a wind, but there is no breeze, and you can hear the slight, almost sounds like a whistling coming from all around you, and the light in the tree itself, the crystal tree, you do notice that where it freezes to be broken and shattered, where the red lights are traveling, it does seem to be, they're leaving little trails of light, and see a trail of lighted leaves seems to add like another thin layer to kind of growing back around the edges, like a little thin layer it seems to be adding, and it seems to be kind of very, very, very slow, like millimeter by millimeter, seems to be adding pieces back again. What do you want to do? See, it's not always it's not a scary or terrible thing every time I ask you to roll. Only like 80% of the time.
95.
Okay, you guys wanted to go. Where did you want to go next? East, west? Okay.
Left. We're going west.
Cool. Hold on. I'm going to change the map. So hold on. Let me just change the map, please.
I have another question again. I apologize.
No apology necessary.
Can I
put this map over the other map. Okay, that's just weird, but okay. That is super weird, but okay, I'll move you guys. Go ahead.
Can I have? We've spoken about it before.
Remember, you need to change the scene, right? Not just the image.
Yeah.
So the map that you put on here is just the image. You didn't change the scene.
Okay. But it won't let me change the scene with that.
No, not like that.
Okay.
So you need to click on that one and delete it, probably, and then change the actual scene.
Okay, hold on. Let me delete it. It won't let me delete it.
Have you selected the map? The one you placed on top.
Okay, hold on. You guys are going yellow, which is east, yeah?
West.
I mean west. Sorry, west. Okay, hold on.
We're going.
Delete this. You won't let me delete it. Genuine. It's added it as a scene, but it's a smaller scene than the other one is. And I can't make it bigger. Truly weird. And this is the wrong way around anyway. Okay. I'm going to move you guys onto this map. Just ignore the background map. Okay, you're kind of heading this way. Okay. You guys can zoom in on that now. Ignore the other map. As you're kind of walking along, you feel, I'm going to move you guys a bit back as well. This is a smaller map. I should make your little characters smaller, but I'm not going to really worry about that now. As you're walking, you suddenly feel coming from, as you're standing there, coming from your left-hand side, you can hear something heavy moving through the brush. It's like it's moving. It sounds like something huge, colossal, moving through the brush off to your left. You can't see anything yet, but you can hear like heavy footsteps up it, and a slight buzzing in the background. What do you want to? What if I missed one? Damn. Okay. What do you want to do? So I just quickly caught up on what was going up on the chat. What do you want to do?
Sorry, can I just take 2 seconds? I'll be back now.
Cool.
Well, I'm not going to make any decisions right now. My head is killing me. Do I have a medicine pouch?
You would have maybe.
I do have medicine +5.
Yeah, then you probably would.
Okay.
Oh, Akari. I forgot to do Akari. I mean, Oryn. I'm just thinking, why does one look so big? There we go.
Which side of the map did we come in on?
From the top, so you guys kind of came in this way.
Okay, so I'll be lagging a little bit behind the rest of the
Just move
team.
yourself where you want to go. It's fine.
Which way are we headed? Which way are we headed?
You're headed this way.
Okay, so I'll lag behind the rest of the team a little bit. My token also seems to be larger than some of the others, or is that just my
All
eyeball?
should be 3. No, they should all be 3. When I moved them, they were all 3.
Okay.
Again, it's just trying to try and scale this more correctly than it was.
And the rustling and whatever in the brush is coming from where?
Over here.
Okay.
And this is kind of where you're heading. This is east. This map's a bit messed up now because it's disorientated. But this is where you guys would be heading. This is east.
We were heading west.
Yeah, this is east. Yeah. I know this is actually not east, but this map is now flipped upside down.
Okay.
So use your imagination, okay? Or actually, bring you guys this way, because if you come in from this way, it would be east, if you get what I'm saying.
No, not really.
Okay, no, leave it where it is.
Because if we're going west and the noise is coming from the east, it's coming from behind us.
No, I said from the left of you.
Okay, sorry.
It could be over here.
Okay, cool.
Can I make a perception check?
You can.
Would we notice Lillith lagging behind?
You probably would, yeah. Okay. Okay. With your perception check, kind of reach out in the nature, and you hear the noises. It sounds colossal, huge, whatever it is. You need to be moving very slowly. If you would have it come, but I wouldn't know. You'd need to tell me if you've ever come across one. It sounds almost elephant, like a big flat feet stomping down. The buzzing seems to confuse you, though. It does seem a bit out of place, but it does sound like something almost the best kind of picture you can come up based on your world would be a giant elephant kind of heading your way.
Lovely.
Anyone else want to try anything? Back to the chat.
Does anybody want to start taking bets on what it is?
Told you we were forsaken.
He might have called it. He might have called it.
Can Alpha move back towards Lillith and kind of just help her try and catch up to the rest of the group? And while he's doing that, he's going to put... I don't know, he can't really put her arm around him because he's going to have to bend down quite a bit.
Yeah, he would.
But as he's helping her, he's just going to say, we must not falter.
Okay.
Thank you, friend. I just need to walk this off. Feels like there's this tall, looming giant in the back of my brain.
Speaking of giants.
Beating on the inside of my skull. And I just need to press or sort of put a pause button on that because he's jabbering my ear off right now. And it's very disorientating.
I know Gregor's got a big personality, but I'm kind of taking offense to that.
But you're not denying it.
No, not at all.
Very on brand. That if he can't get out, he'll be telling her lots of stories.
Anyone else want to do anything? While Alpha's busy there, and the rest of you kind of notice.
Hey.
Well, I want to let me do this. There we go.
Oh my birdie!
Kind of a head comes around the corner. I'm going to put it into the chat as well. Again, this is a close approximation, not exactly what I had in mind. But kind of the closest. Where did Discord disappear to? There it is. There it is. You notice the head come around the corner. It looks like a tortoise head. It's got 3 eye stalks. No, it's got 3 eye stalks coming out like snail eye stalks, which are kind of looking around. These kind of like things hanging down, like little tendrils hanging down off the bottom of its chin. But this thing is huge. It stands about 7 foot off the ground. I mean, you guys could easily walk underneath it. And it slowly lumbers out, eyes wandering around, like looking around everywhere. And it comes out a bit further. As it comes out, you notice it's got a huge, huge, huge shell on its back. The shell must be, the creature looks to be about 30 or 40 foot wide, in length. And the shell seems to go up almost that high. It goes up to like 25, 30 foot. Huge, 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 massive shell, like bell-shaped. The bottom third is normal. Looks like a normal tortoise shell. But the top 2/3, where the kind of hexagons would be, where the shell would be, they've been kind of cut out. So it looks like almost like a beehive with all these open shells. You can't really see on top if it's open on top or not. And you can see things moving around inside there. And flying around the outside are these tiny little creatures. It looks like I'm going to send a message in the chat as well. I need to get my other thing. And these tiny little creatures. They're about 20 centimeters high. It looks like men and women, all of them with greenish bodies, different shades of green. Some are like a yellowy green, some are like a bluey green. They're really, really tiny, and there seem to be a whole lot of them just buzzing around the outside of the shell. Some of them darting into the holes and darting back out again. And inside the shell, you can also see something else besides them moving around. It looks more insect-like. But these are all moving around inside the top 2/3 of the shell, where these hexagons are cut out almost like a beehive. And these creatures just buzzing around, dressed in this like very weird clothing. Some of them seem to have these tiny spears. Other ones seem to have swords or daggers strapped to their waist, but they're like about 20 centimeters high. And those seem to be flying around the outside, going in, going out, or just moving around. And the tortoise keeps coming out, and one of its eyes turns and sees you. And it's out this like weird moan, like. As it does, you notice all these creatures come flying out of it and form this like swarm around the top of the shell, buzzing around and around the tortoise as it keeps walking. And they start forming like an angry swarm as they're busy swarming around the outside, you notice it looks like little sparks flying between their bodies. They're kind of sparking towards each other, or just making this like flying around it. You also notice that the other creatures are kind of moving more, that you could see they're bigger, the insect-looking ones. And they're kind of moving more towards there we go. The outside, you can see them. They seem to have like the upper bodies of an elf. They're a bit bigger. They're about 1.5 to 2 feet, a foot to 1.5 feet each. They seem to have the back bodies of crickets and the upper bodies of tiny elf with 2 little antennae sticking out. And they all seem to be moving around the inside as well. Also kind of looking out. Some of them have bows. Some of them seem to be getting ready to cast spells. None of them overly aggressive as yet. And the tortoise just keeps on walking as this swarms around the top. You can notice also inside the other slightly bigger, more insect-looking creatures. Some of them seem to be reading spells. Other ones seem to be pulling their bows. The other ones that were buzzing outside formerly, the bluish creatures with the dragonfly wings. Some of them dart inside and come back out with a weapon. But they just seem to be buzzing around. You notice as the tortoise walks, 2 of the eyes keep moving around, but the other eye seems to remain focused on where you are. And it just keeps walking. What do you want to do?
Does someone want turtle soup with a side of pixies?
No, we come in peace. We come in peace. We don't have to kill everything.
Agreed.
Come on. We can't go. This is their home. They're just defending their home, guys.
Oryn would like to actually relay that message to them if she can.
Okay. You speak Fae?
What is Fae? Sylvan.
Yeah.
Sylvan.
I speak Sylvan.
I also.
Oh, cool.
What do you want to say?
We mean you no harm. We are looking to help this forest. Please, let's not get angry. If you could guide us the right direction, that would be fantastic.
You kind of see them buzzing. They keep buzzing, and one of the other one. It looks like a very old male with a cricket body. Kind of steps towards the front and pushes the others aside, and kind of looks out. And he takes his back legs and he kind of rubs them together like a cricket would, and you hear this like beautiful music. It sounds almost like a violin playing. And as it plays, you notice the others around him seem to start calming down. The sparks seem to getting less. And he speaks to Oryn and says, "We don't know what you're doing. We're just protecting our home. We know nothing of your quest, but please keep in mind all the invaders here also say they're only here for our good. You stay on your side, and we will stay in our home. I will not say we mean you no harm. If you endanger our home, there will be harm." He starts playing the music again, and it just seems to soothe all of you. It's like beautiful, like violin music seems to kind of like even the tortoise seems to start growing sleepy. The eyes seem to start nodding as it kind of starts walking. He just keeps on plodding along in front of you, just kind of moving along. Lillith? No, sorry, go ahead.
Oh,
Oryn?
sorry. No,
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Can Oryn just say to them, it's completely understandable. We would do the same. We do not want to get in your way at all. We are just looking to find something. Would it be possible for me to use one of my spells just to detect if our quest is in this area? If not, we will be on our way. I just don't want to use a spell and then you guys get defensive.
He will. He stops playing the music. He puts his legs down again. Holds up his hands. As he holds up his hands, you notice all of the creatures kind of back down a bit. But at the same time, none of them let go of their weapons, but they do kind of just slowly loosen the thing. And the swarm seems to kind of, again, stop moving so fast. It seems to kind of slow down. And the sparks now, it was shooting between them, seems to have kind of almost completely stopped. You notice one of them kind of licks across and pulls a tongue at you.
Mm-hmm.
And the tortoise just keeps on walking, oblivious to pretty much what's going on. And he says, cast your spell, but beware if you're deceiving us.
Oryn's going to thank him, and then she
sounds like a very deep voice for someone that's like only a foot tall.
Yeah. Listen, when there's that many of them, I feel that being that small is not as much of a disadvantage. Oryn's going to thank him, and then with her hands up and visible, she's also just going to say to the group, please don't do anything stupid. For once, just trust me. And she's going to cast, Detect Magic.
If Oryn does that, Alpha's gonna just close his eyes and he's gonna say, not in the shell, not in the shell, not in the shell.
As you kind of reach out, you feel out again for the magic again. You feel this background magic all around you. Coming from higher up on your left, kind of behind the trees, you do feel far off the glint of very similar magic to what you felt with the fire crystal. You do feel it coming off from far on your left. And Tortoise just keeps on moving. One or two of the swarm kind of buzz towards you as if they're making the circle bigger and more into your lips, kind of zooming closer towards you. But don't take any actions. Just kind of as if they're kind of like a dare, just zooming closer to you and then back again, and then zooming closer to you and back again. And the people inside are starting to cheer them on. It almost seems like it's becoming more of a game than an actual threat. And the older looking creature with the body seems to kind of just like nod his, shake his head, and you can hear him muttering something, but you can't make out as he kind of walks back inside the shell.
Before he goes back inside completely, Oryn would just like to say thank you again and kind of like curtsy bow to them and say we will be on our way. Good luck with your journey.
And it turns around and sees you curtsying, and then you kind of see a look of surprise on his face. And it kind of says, it's very seldom the big folk show us courtesy, being little folk. My blessings upon you and your party. May you succeed, and may we meet again. By the will of Ing. And he bows to you as well. And with that, the kind of fun seems to leave them, and they'll kind of head back to what they were doing, and the other ones fly back inside, just leaving a few flying around the outside, still kind of eyeballing you. By now, the tortoise stopped looking at you and just keeps kind of wandering on, going as it's going. Kind of from over here is where you felt the magic emanating from. And kind of as they go, one last little green female with bright red, shocking hair, flies right up to you, kind of pulls her tongue out and goes to Roswell, and then flies back into the shell of the tortoise, back inside again. It kind of shuffles. Oops, let's try that again. It kind of again shuffles away, plodding as it's going. So boom, 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 just slowly walking away again. And actually, I'm lying. It's actually walking more this way.
Aye.
What do you want to do?
Oryn's going to just relay the information back to the group that she picked up like a resonating magic similar to the crystal in that direction, and say we should probably go there.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. And then start making our way towards there. Not like out in the open, though, like a little bit more stealthily between the trees, if possible.
Okay. Cool. Now the pathway here probably looks natural, but I mean it's probably because the tortoise has been through here, and it's kind of, I've taken off the screen now, but it's kind of walking away. It's kind of walking a back way this way, down this way. What do the rest of you want to do?
Okay, have Alpha and I caught up to the rest of the...
You tell me. You could tell what you were moving while it was going on.
I assume we would have moved closer so that we could hear what... And obviously I heard the conversation between Armand and the pixie sprite leader. And I'll follow. I'll go where the group's going. We need to find these crystals.
If you want to be technical, atomies and grigs.
They whatties and what?
Atomies and grigs.
Atomy and grigs. Okay. Cool.
Sounds like you would have gone nice with a burger.
Akari.
You would have probably
tortoise burger.
Lillith, you would have probably kind of more known that a bit more, having come from here. You'd have seen that atomies and grigs often work together. And for part of the few races here who tend to work together very, very well and actually form almost a symbiotic relationship with each other, which seems to have carried across to the symbiotic turtle. The symbiotic relation with the turtle they're kind of building their houses on, making like their nest on.
Right. So Alpha, are we catching up with the rest of the group and joining them? Alpha? Oops.
Want to pick look here?
Alpha says yes.
Okay, Alpha says yes. Okay, cool. So I'll move to here where Akari and them are, because we don't have to measure where we are. I also agree with Oryn. We're not just gonna. I live in the shadow anyway. I'm a shadow creature, so I'm also for the stealthy approach, not just blundering in anyway, everywhere.
So I move Alpha in as well. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Oops, sorry. Is Alpha out in the open, or are we all stealthy?
It's Alpha. He's probably out in the open, strutting.
Bald head and all. Bald head, bushy beard, the whole lot.
Yeah.
There you go.
Making it work.
Caedyn knows me so well.
This is not my look, but I'll make it work. Vin Diesel's a dingus, bro.
Alpha's going to be in the open.
Okay, cool.
As you all get there, you notice the land goes ahead of you. And then there's a huge pit just a bit further. It's massive. It's a huge, huge, huge pit. Heading down. For some reason.
Huge head.
For some reason, you can't explain why it makes you think of an upside down mountain, even though it's a huge hollow in the earth. It kind of makes you feel as if the mountain had grown the wrong way, and you are now looking at the inside of the mountain as it had grown downwards instead of growing upwards the way a mountain would. And you can't understand why you get that feeling, but that's kind of the vague feeling you get. But up above where the huge pit is, There's a whole bunch of, looks like giant lily pads you'd usually see floating in the water. Excuse me. There's all these giant lily pads, and they seem to be floating in the air. They've got these like roots that dangle down in a huge bulb underneath. They just seem to be like floating in the air, and the kind of outside of the lily pad rings kind of seem to curl up every now and again and curl back down again. And the kind of spirally like tendril roots that hang down from the bottom seem to like just wave in the wind. It kind of looks like if you crossed a jellyfish and a giant lily, and it all seems to be floating in the air, all kind of vaguely just making little circles, or just like floating around in the air. Some of them higher than others, some of them lower than others. They all seem to be floating around on the above this hollow that you see, this giant, huge pit that you see. Here we go. What do you want to do?
Does anybody have any grudges with anyone else in the group? Because I feel that someone might end up being pushed in the pit. Alpha, Akari, I don't know if there's anything the two of you want to sort out now.
We'll leave that for the lily pads, thanks.
Ooh.
So I'm assuming by these lily pads is where Oryn is feeling the magic.
From the highest lily pad up at the top is where you feel the magic emanating from.
Oh, of course. Because nothing is ever easy.
Would you appreciate it if it was easy?
No.
Can I roll the perception check to see if I can see anything else in the pit or on the lily pads?
Yes, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Nice, Akari.
All you can notice if you get a little bit closer. I'll put you there.
Lily
a little bit closer.
Frogs. Giant frogs.
All that you notice is the lily pads floating around. There seems to be a pattern to their movement. They seem to be moved closer and further away. You realize you could probably, with a well-timed jump, you could probably jump from one to the other and all the way up to the top. And if you look down, you do notice that the pit kind of heads down, kind of like a mountain would, to an upside-down peak, heading down. You see it looks like crags and crevices all the way down. You don't notice any wind or any breeze coming up from there, which would be holding these lily pads in the air. They're just floating around. They seem to be floating around on their cord. Bulbs underneath them that they also seem to be on kind of do seem to vibrate very slightly. But that's about all that you notice.
I know that we haven't been able to sleep or anything, but has enough time passed or anything like that that we would be able to manage our spells or change anything?
The problem being, you have no idea. That's what I was saying. You have no idea how much time has passed, because usually you would look at the sun, look at the moon to realize how much time has passed. But pretty much the whole time you've been here, which feels like it's been 4 or 5 hours, nothing has changed at all. The sky, the sun, everything, or the sky, the moon, the stars, aside from the moon, the stars that seem to be following you, everything seems to have stayed exactly the same.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take that as a no to changing the spells.
No, you guys are welcome. No, you guys are welcome to take a rest if you would like. I have no problem if you'd like to take a rest. I'm just saying you have no idea. It could be 2 hours. It could be 8 hours. You have no idea, because your usual ways of telling time don't seem to work. Aside from your bodies, which are starting to feel a little bit tired, not hectically, you can judge by your bodies. It seems to be about anywhere between 4 and 5 hours have passed since you've been here.
Did Akari detect any life other than the lilies floating above the pit?
Well, she didn't. No. Just the plants.
So there's no giant frog that's going to suddenly try and eat one of
Not as
us.
far as she could detect, no.
Do I have... Oh, sorry. Go, Evara.
Can I try and jump over the lily pads like Lara Croft style with my acrobatics?
Yeah.
What do I need to roll there?
So Akari would try and help her with the timing of the jumps. Because she saw the pattern in the lily pads movement.
I said there. Okay.
Athletics would be better, so I'm gonna do that.
Athletics, yeah. Go ahead and athletics is fine. Go ahead and make athletic rolls. Now I'm not going to put them here. You guys can just put them. Okay, I'll put in just so you guys have got some kind of idea. I know it's the standard, basic. But where did it go? I said, give me a second.
Wow, Evara. Go, girl.
Okay, let me get out of there. Sorry, the screen I was in, so I was looking at something else. You rolled?
19, and then my athletic is +7, so it's a 26.
Cool. So you kind of jump from pad to pad to pad. As you kind of hit the fourth pad, as you're jumping towards the pad, kind of flips upside down, and the tendrils reach up and try to grab you, and what looked like a bud opens up into like a Venus flytrap mouth.
Oh my gosh.
And the tendrils reach out to try and grab you. I'll allow an athletics check.
Athletics check? Okay. Because I've got reflexes as well.
Okay, go for reflexes. Go for reflexes.
I think that's fair.
Go for reflexes. Try and dodge as you're jumping, the tendrils reaching out for you suddenly.
19.
You manage to dodge them and kind of land on the bottom of the leaf. The leaf's now upside down. And the tendrils kind of reach out for you. Please roll for initiative. Anyone that wants to join the battle, please roll for initiative.
Seeing all this happen, Alpha's gonna say, it seems this was not a leap by faith, but by sight.
6, Akari 5. Okay, that was
20 for Evara.
Oh,
nice.
21. Wow, nice.
Oryn.
What was the initiative? Oh, the initiative tracker can...
I've got it. Alpha 5. Akari.
It was a 5 for Akari as well.
Yo.
And that doesn't...
I also got a 5.
I got a 5.
Looks
okay.
like 5
Yeah, I
was
didn't
the
see yours.
number.
Yeah, I didn't see. Sorry, I didn't see your 5.
No worries.
Everyone else's 5, but I didn't see yours.
Looks like 5 was the general number. Oh my word.
Okay. So let's get this done. Let's get everything moved into place. Okay, Oryn.
yes.
First attack is yours.
Okay, lovely. I don't want to, like, if we take this thing down, that Evara falls into the pit. But is the purpose now to, like, kill this thing or to subdue it?
Well, from the side, how are you going to subdue it?
I don't know. I just need to make sure I know what direction I'm going.
You have no idea what's going to happen should you try and do something.
The Venus flytrap. They're there to catch their food. So we need to kind of get
Or maybe not they. You're theying too quickly. This could be a different species just mixed in with that species for feeding purposes.
Okay. Well, can Evara reach another lily leaf before we go into attack mode?
It's not her turn yet.
Oh, fudge. Okay, sorry. I apologize. Sorry, Oryn.
Would it be possible for me to cast Mage Hand?
Okay.
And try and, like, distract this thing, you know, like touch it or tickle it or something to take its attention away from Evara.
Sorry, tickling the lily just came to mind. That just sounds like something that shouldn't be happening in a role-playing game. Yeah, go ahead. Try.
Do I add the +6 attack to that spell?
Do you want to attack with it?
No, first I need to make a wisdom check, eh?
Yeah, please.
Lovely. Hold on. Okay. Oh.
You reach out to nature and you start casting the spell. And a puff of smoke appears and then just dissipates.
Wonderful. Can I try again?
Of course. You can add a +1 this time if you're casting the same spell.
Okay. 20. So is it...
Die 20 +1.
Just straight. I don't add the +2 that I had at wisdom already.
Oh, yeah. No, because it's not an attack roll.
So +3.
No. It's not an attack roll, so it's not +3.
Okay.
Unless you're attacking with it. If you're attacking with it, that's different.
No. Okay.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Nice.
Hand reaches up and starts moving around and kind of distracts, and the tendrils start reaching out and trying to grab the hand. But it does kind of pull away. And the tendrils do try to grab it and pull it. The creature itself. There we go. I'm going to change my dice color because that one doesn't seem to be working very well for me. He's going to reach out for Evara with the one group of tendrils and for the hand with the other one. For the first roll for Evara, I think that is a hit.
AC is 19.
Okay, so it's a miss. And then the other one goes for the hand. I'm going to count that probably also as a miss. It kind of reaches out and misses with both. And the mouth kind of opens and closes in frustration. And next up would be, you guys can choose in any order. You've all got 5s, Akari, Alpha, or Lith. You guys can choose.
Evara go? She has a 20.
No, sorry, Evara. I apologize. I thought you'd gone. I apologize, Evara. Your turn to go. I apologize. I went before Evara. My bad.
Okay. I would like to attack with the. I'm assuming the bow staff is a simple weapon.
Yeah, bow staff. You use your normal stuff. 100% correct. What are you attacking?
So I just want to use my bow staff. So I just want to figure out how I can maneuver. Can I use it? And that sounds stupid, but to jump away, like they would in Kung Fu Panda on the.
Yep. I'll allow it.
That's pretty clever.
I'd allow it.
Would that be athletics again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take it to athletics again. Just trying to keep the tendrils away with a stick while you jump.
Yeah, it's like pole vaulting, you know?
Yeah, I got you. No, I got you. Go ahead.
Question for the DM: how many lily pads are there?
A huge amount.
Hey,
22.
Good job, Evara. Sure.
Nice. You kind of fed them off. Jump to the next lily. I could put stuff up here for lily pads. I sort of take up too much space and too much time to put each one of them here. And as you jump, where it kind of reaches for you and misses. The other hand reaches for the hand, misses as well. Sorry, I now apologize. Akari, Lillith, and Alpha. You all rolled 5s. You can choose which order you want to go in.
I'll go last. Alpha, Akari, you guys can decide who goes first.
Akari.
Alpha's welcome to go first if you want to.
No, you're welcome to go first. Be my guest.
Okay.
You're gonna roll for charisma, Shalom.
Can I try and see if I can see any other lily pads that look the same as the one that turned around? So just from the bottom, like see if they have a mouth or look similar at the bottom to this one.
Well, it looked exactly the same as all the rest when you looked at it the first time. It's very difficult to see the difference until it flips over. And But you can welcome make a perception check or a nature check, whichever you prefer. I'll allow either, or just let me know which one you're making, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with perception, I think.
Okay, go ahead.
Nice.
You look, some of them are a bit far away, some of them are closer, but you don't see any that look different. All the rest look the same. You don't see it, you notice anything different about any of the other ones.
Okay, so then I can target up to 10 creatures with this. So I take it that's a creature, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Plant creature, but a creature nonetheless.
Akari's going to use command.
Hmm.
So they need to roll to see if they roll higher than my DC for it to not affect them.
Okay, but you're going to command plants?
Yes, it is any creature that can hear this. So
Yeah, but
plant could
I
probably
hear
still
you.
hear it.
But plants, I don't think are really sentient. And I'm not talking against you. I'm just saying making a roll to avoid it would kind of seem it would be an intelligence kind of thing, whether they can control you. Like these are plants. Their intelligence is like 0.
Well, saving is a willpower save.
Okay,
And
cool,
it has
cool, cool.
to be 18 or higher.
Okay, cool, cool. So you're looking for 18 or higher for me to roll?
Yes, for the plants to resist it.
Wowzers.
1, 2, 3 natural 20s, and a 19. But all the rest fell for it.
Okay, and then what she is going to say is halt. Like they cannot move. They are stuck in place.
All of them kind of stop, freeze where they were, except for kind of 3 of them. You start weaving around now like stingrays that's like flying all over the place, and the other one just keeps moving in the previous pattern it was.
And then Akari's going to shout out to Evara to use the ones that are standing still. The ones that are moving are hostile.
Well, not necessarily, but yeah, they're kind of pissed at you for what you did, but okay. No problem, no problem. Alpha and Lillith. Do you want to do anything?
Lillith?
Okay. Do we know where Evara is headed? Does she know exactly where she's headed, or is she just jumping?
She would be heading, as far as I'm understanding, you can tell me if I'm wrong, towards the topmost patch, jumping kind of from the lowest to the highest. The topmost pad is the one that Oryn told her is the one that was emanating the magic from.
Okay, and
The
now
one that attacked you was kind of in the 3rd or 4th row, kind of between the 3rd and 4th row.
and now Akari has managed to sort of freeze the other lilies, right? So now,
except for a few of them, yeah, off to the sides.
okay, so
And
Evara
Evara is now standing on the 5th row. If you're looking at the rows going up, and there's about 8 rows going up.
so she's got stepping stones pretty much
Yeah.
going.
Yep.
Okay. Do we need to be concerned about anything coming out of that upside down mountain there?
I don't know.
Can I stay sort of towards the backish or to the side there? I'll move myself. I don't want to be on the edge, but can I see or sort of try and I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have.
Use your words.
Yes, I know. Use my words. Do some kind of perception check to see if there's anything in the upside down mountain there.
Dude's perception check kind of showed that there was nothing there, or there was nothing there
Okay.
out of the ordinary. It's
Okay.
like crevices. Again, it looks like if someone had turned a mountain inside out and it was hollow inside, it just kind of looks like that with crevices in it and a few rocks kind of on the sides. But that's pretty much it.
Okay, so I'll just move closer to the group, still stick to the shadows, and be on guard.
Okay. Cool. Alpha. So you're holding your turn pretty much.
Yes. Alpha is gonna move to the front. And then did Akari, the ones that he halted, were those the lily pads?
Yes, the lily pads. The one that's attacking is also still seems to be stuck in place, but it's still moving around. The tendrils are still moving around, and the mouth is still kind of snapping. But it does not seem to be hovering, moving around anymore the way it was.
Okay. Alpha is gonna jump onto one, try and jump onto the closest lily pad, so that he can reach a creature, but also a lily pad that's not moving.
Okay, it'll be 2 lily pads, but I'll allow it. I mean, you're close enough; it's fine. You kind of hop to. Okay, let's just say to there, just for argument's sake. Okay.
And then he's gonna say, "Great, a man eating salad. I thought we were done with leafy greens for today. Who's got the croutons?"
Love it.
And then probably attack.
Okay, roll your attack dice. Nice. You kind of swing down and you hit it. It kind of feels redundant hitting a giant leaf with a flail. It feels kind of weird, kind of like just bouncing it off a leather strap or something. But you do hit it, and it does seem that the kind of barbs on the sides do seem to scrape it. And it does seem to kind of whip its tendrils around as if it did get some kind of pain. Please go ahead and roll damage. Okay, 5. Thank you. Let me quickly get in here, get back to my encounters. I keep track of my. This is kind of weird. I'm sorry, guys. It's kind of weird. What I've actually done is the There we go. Got it. My counting are named encounter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But now I'm jumping like from 1 to 4 to 3 because of the way you guys are going. But anyway, done. Kind of scrapes it along with the things, and you pull it back. You do notice like green kind of sap kind of leaking out where it was. But that's about it. It does kind of whip its tendrils around towards your side, and the mouth kind of makes it tilts on its axis and tries to take a bite towards you, not doing anything. Back to Oryn.
I would like to cast Needle Darts again.
Please. I wish you guys could see me. It's so weird. I just realized now. I'm standing here, especially with the tortoise. I'm standing here gesturing as if you guys can actually see me what I'm saying to try and illustrate what I'm talking about. I realized it now as I'm talking about the tendrils and my arms are moving and I'm like, you can't see me. What's the point? I was doing like spiraling motions with the swarm, and then I just realized, why am I doing this? You can't see me. Sorry, completely off topic. Please go ahead and make a wisdom check. You can go ahead and make it a +2 this time.
Sorry, I want to cast a different spell.
Okay.
Can I cast Electric Arc?
Ooh, nice. Please go ahead and roll wisdom.
+2.
No, only on the same spell. So on this spell, it's a straight up die 20.
For wisdom.
For wisdom. Remember, guys, you have your hero points. You are welcome to use them. Oh my word! Look at you go!
Go, Oryn. Go.
Oryn you all kind of see Oryn move her arms, and as she moves her arms, you guys all just see like sparks coming down from her shoulder, coming down onto her hands, coming down both hands. And as she's kind of moving, it's like ball of lightning forming between her hands. She kind of swirls around and then kind of tosses it. And you see this ball just like spiraling. And as it's going, you see little arcs shooting off. And each arc kind of shoots down. It seems to attack one of the tendrils as the head of the lightning ball kind of heads towards the mouth. And please go ahead and roll damage. Again, it's double there. So it's two whatever dice you're rolling.
I love that. Let me just see what it is. It says 1d4 plus 2 electricity damage.
So you're rolling 2d4 plus 4. No, 2d4 plus 2. It'll add plus 2 to each, if I'm right.
No.
It will be plus 4. Okay, plus 4. Go with my first instinct. So yes.
Amazing.
2d4 plus 4.
Nine.
Okay. It spirals down and it singes. Some of the tendrils actually singe off as the flame comes against and kind of pulls back. And the mouth kind of snaps at the ball of lightning. And it kind of just like shoots all down. You kind of see it like quivering. And it kind of just flops down. You're not sure if it's dead or not, but it does seem to be still shaking from the electricity kind of coursing through it. It does kind of seem to be stunned for the moment. Evara. I told you we'd do some good rolls, Oryn. The way we've been running on this campaign so far, we've owed some good rolls.
Right? After last week especially, I was rolling 1s and 2s the whole time.
Why do you think I got so happy when you reminded me about the fumble book? I was like, oh yes, I remember this.
I love it.
Evara, your turn.
Thanks. Can Evara just take the stepping stones to the top? I think that will be the simplest.
You could make it. As you kind of get to the top one, you notice like, again, a yellow crystal, same as the other one. It's like a prism rod with a point at one end. On the other hand, it has all these tendrils coming out, looking almost like branches. It is yellow. And again, it seems to be vibrating slightly. And it is kind of hovering above the leaves that are around it. It does some kind of be just hovering there.
Is it sharp or can I take it?
Go ahead and try. You can try and take it. You can certainly try.
What do I need to roll for that?
You don't have to roll anything. Just tell me what you're doing.
I'm gonna try and be as careful as a barbarian can be. To try and dislodge it from wherever it is. Well, wherever it is. I don't know if there's some sort of force field holding it in. So
Okay. No, I get you. As you kind of reach out to it, you kind of notice it moves away from your hand, but it does stay hovering near your hand. Almost like two magnets that have got separate polarities. It doesn't seem to move away, but it does seem to be reacting to where your hand is to try and stay the same distance from your hand and from the lily pad that it was previously.
Okay, so maybe I can try from both hands, like from left and right together, bringing it together, see if I can hold it that way to remove
Slow
it.
or fast?
Slow.
As you kind of move your hands close, it moves kind of above your hands. As your hands comes together, it kind of hovers above where your hands are. Your hands are kind of cupped underneath it. It seems to be kind of hovering above where your hands are.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna move my hands and see if it follows it. Like follows my hands.
You move your hands, and as you move your hands away, it kind of starts floating back down again, but staying in the same position it was.
Evara, are you wearing a cloak or something? Sorry, am I allowed to speak to Evara?
Can you can.
You can speak to me.
Speak to me.
Speak to me.
Speak to me, Evara. Have you got a cloak or some kind of material, something that you can?
You've got wraps around your hands. You've got like an armless tunic, and
Okay.
like loose pants, and then like sandals.
So I have no more
bedroll. Wooden sandals.
No bedroll.
In your bag, you would probably have a bedroll in your bag. Yes.
So, do you think that a bedroll would work, Lillith?
Try, yeah. See if you can't cover it. Sort of catch it like in a net or a bag or something.
I would love to do that. I'm just so super scared of that Indiana Jones thing where you touch it and then everybody's face just melts off.
You guys give me way too much credit.
I'm sorry, I'm just scared. But okay, if everybody consents, like I don't think this is one of those
Consent, please.
times where I have to ask how big is the room. So I'm gonna just throw the bedroll over the crystal as well as I can and see if I can use that to take the crystal from its wherever it is floating.
It's cool.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
not going to ask you to make any rolls. You kind of throw it over,
like
and it kind of
butterfly in a net.
it kind of throw it over, and it kind of hangs over. It does dip down a bit, but it kind of just hollows there. And you've got your bedroll hanging down with this crystal just kind of keeping it up in the air.
So it looks like a spook.
It looks kind of like a badly made Halloween costume. Yes.
Grab the ends and sort of pull it towards you. See if it moves. If
Yeah,
it
like you would when you're like in the cartoons where they put it on a stick, that little baggie
yes,
over your
yes.
shoulder. Yeah.
Yes, like you're running away from home, but we're running this back to the tree.
Yes, and then just tie it on my staff, put it on my back, you know.
Yeah, bow staff. Hey, it would work. No, I like that.
Yeah, there you go.
You tie it up, and kind of as you move, it just moves with you. It's not giving any resistance. It just feels like it's just trying to stay hovering a certain distance above everything around it. But other than that, it comes with you quite easily.
So,
You want to head back to the other group?
Yes, please.
You manage to head back. The creature is still stunned, so it doesn't do anything as you kind of walk past. It just kind of floats there. You manage to get back to the group. And what do you want to do now?
Is Alpha still on the lily pad?
Yeah, Alpha would still be on the lily pad.
Akari's going to drop her command spell now.
Ah, ha, 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 ha.
hey, let's head back to the
make a
tree.
charisma check.
Oh my gosh. What is it with you? Come now.
I need to roll high or low for this one?
You need to roll below your charisma.
Yeah, it's below my charisma. Far below my charisma.
Yeah. Again, even a roll like that, a 1 is still a fail, even though you're trying to roll below your charisma. Even a supposed thing there would be a fail, and a 20 would still be a pass, even though it's above your charisma. So it's kind of like, yeah, that's kind of where the rule kind of doesn't work so well. But no, unfortunately for you, sorry, fortunately you managed to keep your concentration, and at least start moving around. They'll kind of jerk suddenly. Alpha, please make a dexterity roll.
Alpha has no dexterity.
Or reflexes. You have reflexes, don't you?
Um,
I'm quickly checking the sheet now. Reflex, you do. Saving throws, checking the saving throws.
Oh, I see.
Please roll a reflexes roll. No, you make it. You kind of just steady yourself almost like a surfer. You steady yourself and kind of look across at Akari like, dude, come on. Even in my body, they're slightly shorter and chubbier and bearded than I am. I can pull this off like a pro. And they all start like floating around again, except for the one that was attacking you. That's still lying there, kind of still jerking as if it's still being shocked. Lying there upside down, still kind of lying there with all the tendrils kind of that haven't been burnt, kind of still hanging down the sides, but it's not really moving other than that. Alpha, what would you like to do?
Get back on land.
Get back on land. As you get back on land, it's kind of the lilies start moving again, except for the one that's kind of still shaking and quivering, lying in the middle there because if it's been stunned. What did you like to do?
Go back to the tree?
Yes. Take the shot back to the tree.
Maybe we can take a nap now.
How does it
And shouldn't we take a nap at the crystal tree?
Yeah, we can do that. But I really suggest a nap.
I can just get these maps to change. I have to. Okay, I'll just quickly maybe just change the whole map. Sorry, guys, change the whole map and then change it back again because that other map somehow loaded over this map and it's not letting me remove it. So don't look at this, don't judge this scene. I'm going to change that scene and then change back to the other one.
I'm seeing mermaid vibes loading.
It's still here. It won't let me move it.
Yeah, you need to select it and then try and move it or delete it.
I'm on select and I'm trying to move it. It won't let me move it. And it doesn't give me the delete option because if you right click, it gives you the delete option. It doesn't give me that option.
If you just select it and press delete.
I can't select it. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Hallelujah. Eventually.
Good job, DM 2.0.
Okay, you guys can make yourselves bigger again. You should be 5. As you'll head back here. Are you doing it? Go ahead. Sorry. I don't want 2 people doing it because it's going to be cause a bit of a problem. There we go.
I'm just zooming in.
There we go. You hold it back here. You kind of, as you're trying to kind of take off the bedroll, it kind of shoots automatically into the next slot, and it lands next to the red one. They kind of sink into place, like, and it clicks in, and it seems to kind of meld into it as well, forming like as if it was always part there. And you notice yellows and oranges start swimming around now. They start swirling slightly, and the rainbow seems to have shooting straight up. Seems to be red, orange, and yellow in the rainbow now. The tree itself seems to have reds and orange and yellow lights swimming around in it, moving around in the crystal that you can see. And again, slightly faster now, it seems to be adding little. I'm gonna stop moving my hands. It's just frustrating. You notice like layers forming, like layers of ice. It's just like a little layer adding on as it's kind of where the sharp point was coming, it was broken, was kind of more rounded now, and the outside is kind of more rounded as it just kind of seems to meld into it, and it does seem to be starting to almost vibrate very slightly at the moment. And again, all the trees around you seem to vibrate as well. You can hear the leaves moving again, but you don't really, there's no wind in them. But it seems to be, instead of a whistling, the leaves seem to be like making a cracking noise. It almost sounds like clapping. But they just seem to move around. You can hear even the branches seem to be making a noise now, almost as if they're cheering you on right now. What do you want to do next?
Go to green?
Unless
you guys want to go sleep first.
Up to you.
How tired are we feeling as
Well,
the characters?
It's been, again, you spent some time there and now. We're talking, it's been about 6 hours. Your body's just a little tired, but not really sleepy yet.
Go.
Do some magic jumping there.
So my vote's going green.
Okay, how do I change my object into a scene, dude? Let me try add scene.
You should have added the scene. Say what size the map is, and then that becomes a scene.
I'm going to try again. I did add it to my scenes, but it doesn't seem to pick it up properly. I'm going to try it again.
So are we going south? Was green south or was green east? Did green go right or did green go to the bottom? I can't remember.
I believe to the bottom, if memory serves.
Green.
Okay.
To the bottom. To the bottom.
Okay, because we're sticking with Oryn's suggestion of following the rainbow colors.
Cool. Green goes to the bottom. I was waiting for it to upload. Okay, there we go. As you kind of all head down. Oh, there we go. I was just wondering for a second, where did it go? Okay,
that's the same map we had.
Yes.
Okay.
It is. You are correct.
All right.
guys. Characters. Okay. Let's get all of you. Now I have to find you guys again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can move to where you want. I'm just putting everyone on the map. You are kind of the right size, more or less. You guys can put yourself in the order you would be moving, please.
Which way are we heading? Down.
Over here. Yes, like I said, this map is all twisted because I imported it. I didn't have time to flip it and move it around. So you guys are heading this way here.
Yeah, Akari.
You're heading to where these rocks are. That's where you're heading to.
Okay.
And I take it we'd be coming from the road that comes in from the north.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, so that's why I'm on this part here.
Yeah, so I'm saying. So you're there. Where would the rest of you be? You guys are heading this way.
Yeah, Akari was the closest.
So this is the back.
Yeah.
And that would be the front. Where do you want me? Where do you want to be? Oryn?
I think I'll stay at the back for now.
Okay, cool. You guys happy with that? Guys
I'm
and girls?
happy with that.
Cool.
Okay. As you come around the corner here, you notice there is... Do I have one? No, I didn't get one. Okay. You notice. I'm going to make you a little bit smaller. And another one. Make you a little bit smaller. Okay, you notice 2 gnomes sitting just on the inside of the trees there. Their clothing looks a bit tattered. It's kind of brown. It looks a bit muddy. Their boots look a bit old. And they've got these both got these green cloaks that come up over their heads and down their backs. The cloaks are kind of furry and not as disheveled as the rest of their clothing. But they kind of just see the two of them are just kind of sitting there on their haunches with their heads bent down. They almost seem as they might be kind of whispering to each other. But they're kind of sitting on their haunches with their elbows on their knees, with their heads bent slightly forward, just kind of talking to each other. Or they seem to be talking to each other. You can't really tell, you're a bit too far away. What would you like to do?
What languages the gnomes speak?
Gnomish?
Okay, in the languages, Common, Draconic, Jotun, what?
They speak Gnomish.
Gnomish.
Mm-hmm. As G and O. Kind of remind me of morning, M-O-U-R-N-I-N-G.
Yes.
They'd be speaking Gnomish to each other. If they, you can't really hear. You're just judging by the tilt of their heads. They seem to be whispering to each other. You can't hear anything.
I'll just, under my sort of softly remind everybody that not everything is always as it seems in the land of fairy. So approach with caution.
Can I try and move to see past them? Like, see if they're looking at something? Or like trying to ambush something?
Roll perception. No, roll perception. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Okay. You notice the two of them seem to be sitting in the grass. There's nothing around them. They don't seem to be doing anything except relaxing. You do notice just past them, there's a bunch. There's a very large rock or boulder just behind them. But scattered all around, there seem to be statues. Some of them seem to be carved from wood. Some of them seem to be carved from rock. And there seems to be a very, very, very big statue in the middle. But it just seems to be like a garden of statues all around there, aside from the boulder, which they seem to be sitting very kind of close to. The boulder would be kind of over here. And the huge statue would be over here. And there wouldn't only be two. There's like 5 or 6 or 7 other statues around it, but some of them seem to be made of wood. Some of them seem to be made of rock. The big one in the middle seems to be made of a mixture of wood and rock. But you're not really making out details, just having a look there. But they don't seem to be doing anything besides maybe sitting and resting.
Is it only Akari who can see that? We still too
No, the rest
far.
of you could. Akari, Alpha could probably see it as well.
Okay.
And Evara could probably see it. The two of you are too far back to probably see it. The tree lines are still in your way.
Okay.
But Akari, because of the angle she's standing, I mean, I think even her someone would have a problem seeing it, but because of the angle she's standing, Akari, Evara, and Alpha would all three be able to see that.
Can I do perception to see if I can pick up if there's a shard on one of those statues?
And you'd have to move forward to be able to see them. But
Well, I've got stealth. Can I stealthily move forward without disrupting?
Roll stealth, yeah. Roll stealth, of course.
Okay, let me see. I get nervous when I have to do stealthy things sometimes. Just see, where's my stealth here? Oh, okay. No. Rightio.
You've got like a +9 or something on stealth.
Yeah,
so
so
you
she
should
was
be fine.
ridiculously high.
10.
See?
Yeah, so I...
So what are you getting stressed about?
Yeah, I don't
Unless you
need
happen
to
to roll a 1.
go away.
Okay, that'll work.
21.
What about
That'll
2
work.
ones?
Where are you going? Okay, move to where you want to be, please. I'm not going to move you. You can go to move to where you want
Okay.
to be, and I'll tell you what you see from there.
So, like, just behind them.
Okay.
Sort of, I can, if I wanted to, I could hear what they were saying. But
Okay.
right now, I want to try and see if I can detect the other shard.
Okay.
By the
Go ahead and
statues.
roll. What would you roll? Perception. Give me a perception roll.
That's +7. Oh, fudge buckets.
You kind of see pretty much the same thing that Akari saw. You see the statues, a whole bunch of statues all over the place. Very large statue at the middle. You kind of see the statue in more detail. It seems to be like a statue of a warrior kneeling. It has 4 arms, but it seems to be like a statue of a warrior kneeling on one knee with its head down and kind of 4 arms stretching out, each of them with a sword in them. The other things seem to be all kinds of things. There seems to be gnomes and elves and a stag and a unicorn, all kinds of different. And then obviously the big boulder there just to the side. But they just all seem to be like a beautiful, someone had put up a garden full of statues there is all you can pretty much see. Beautifully carved. They look almost lifelike, look so realistic.
Well,
Hmm.
gnomes
Oh,
need
and
different
the
things. They
gnomes.
can't have garden gnomes as
Sorry,
gnomes.
and the gnomes. And the
Yeah.
gnomes, you can hear kind of whispers, but it doesn't sound like it's talking. It just sounds like you can't really make up any words. It just seems to be like a faint whispering that you're hearing.
Yeah, the garden gnomes are gardening the garden.
Alpha is gonna look at everyone and then he's not gonna say something, but he's gonna indicate to keep quiet and maybe to like hide.
I want to see where this is going.
He's gonna do something stupid.
That's why I said I want to see where this is going. Go ahead. Team, what would you like to do?
Okay. I'll go with the team decision on this.
Well, you're kind of where you are now, so I think
I'm
you're
here
kind of.
already.
How would you want to? Okay, unless you want to move away or something, that's up to you. Can we start? Let's do this kind of in alphabetical order. I think maybe would be the best way to do it. Akari.
We're doing stealth rolls, correct?
What do you want to do? Depending on what you want to do.
Look,
Tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you what to do.
if Akari is stealthy or not, Alpha's gonna do this in any case. So, I mean, it's up to you.
No, what? Akari's not going to do anything.
I think
Okay.
Evara's gonna try stealth.
Okay, go ahead. Let me get back into Discord. There we go. Go ahead. Again, I've missed the whole conversation. Flip. Go ahead, guys. That was?
Seven.
Critical miss.
Critical miss. You rolled a 1.
Yes.
Okay. So Evara kind of heads into the trees.
No, you need to pull it. Go rid of the deck. This is the fun part that we were all
I
waiting.
am. I will do that. Evara kind of heads into the trees, and as she does, she kind of kicks against the plant on the ground, which is it looks like a buttercup. It's got this plant coming up with these heads that hang down. As she does, the heads kind of start rattling, and it sounds like wind chimes or like buzz, like you hear this like click. As she does, and she kind of knocks her head on one of the low-hanging branches, trying to bend down to shut these things up. Kind of knocks her head really hard. She's got like a major headache, and as she does, one of the gnomes' heads kind of like shoots up, and he kind of walks towards you. He doesn't notice Lillith. He walks towards the rest of you, and he kind of gestures with his hand to come closer.
Nice. Come closer.
Yeah, he kind of gestures his hands to come and join him and the other one. As you can see, he looks perfectly fine. Got a gnomish face, red hair that you can see vaguely under the hood, which is kind of pulled up over his head. He does look a little bit pale, but other than that, he does smell a little bit like he's been out in the woods a little bit too long. He doesn't smell very fresh. But other than that, everything seems like a gnome. Kind of like I said, the clothing's a bit dirty. It just seems like someone who's been sitting out in the woods for too long, smelling like someone who's been out in the woods for a little bit too long.
Okay, do the friendly approach, please, team.
I have very bad charisma, so I'ma just stay there in stoic silence.
Alpha.
Alpha's gonna walk up to the gnome, cautiously, keeping his shield ready, but lowering his flail to look a little less threatening. And as he gets closer, he's quietly gonna say, well, 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 what are you two plotting? If it involves pranks, just know I'm immune to glitter traps.
Cool.
It just kind of nods his head and motions you to come again and moves closer to the other gnome again. Still motioning, kind of waving his arm for you guys to, and I'm actually waving my arm as if you guys can see me again, waving his arm that you guys can please just come join them. The other gnome is still sitting there dead still, just turns his head to look at you, doesn't say anything.
Akari feels kind of sus about this. She's going to stay back a bit and see what's happening.
Okay.
I think Lilith is also going to stick to the shadows and maybe try and sneak a little bit behind these gnomes while they're busy facing the rest of the group. So
Like
further
that.
into the brush.
Yeah, kind of there.
Close to the statues, but sort of a little bit, almost like behind them.
You can go ahead and move yourself if you want to move somewhere different.
Okay, I'll just move a little bit like there.
Okay.
Because I can still see what's happening if I'm around the hooky.
Cool. Akari, you're going to stay where you are right now.
Yep.
And the summon as well?
Yes.
Evara, you also said you're going to kind of stay where you are.
And she moved a little closer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oryn?
Can I do a perception check on the gnomes?
Go ahead.
You can only be more successful than me, Oryn. You go.
You take a closer look. the one thing you do notice is, despite their disheveled appearance and their clothing that seems to be a bit dirty, and that they smell, their cloaks seem to be beautifully maintained. It seems almost like they're made out of like a greenish fur. It could be the fur looks kind of mossy. Maybe is the best way to explain it. It's got a funny texture. But the cloaks seem to be very clean compared to the rest of the their clothing.
To steal or not to steal?
I don't think those are gnomes, just by the way.
I don't think the stuff on them, the cloaks, are gnomes. They might have been gnomes once.
Well, that's a horrible thing to say. What do you think it is?
Yeah, I'm also
Parasites.
Yes, something parasitic.
You see, the thing is that we have yet to experience the horror aspect that we should be noping out of. So either we are all equally as messed up and we're just okay with it, or something as bad is going to happen soon.
Well,
wait for that jump scare.
In all fairness, the summon was kind of what I was expecting the nope moment to come in with. I'm not going to lie. That was like the coup d'etat I was expecting. Ooh, here it comes.
So, Oryn, please go steal a cloak. I want to see what happens.
No.
Use your druidic words to tell the moss to come to you.
Yeah. Nuh-uh.
Remember, that's just the way it looks, because remember the squirrel's fur looks kind of metallic as well. So remember, the animals around here may have weird looking fur.
Maybe it's Henry Crabgrass.
Yes, maybe it's Henry Crabgrass. Yes. Ask permission.
Excuse me, may I touch your cloaks? No.
Let me try and do perception. Can I, because I'm
Peer
close?
pressure.
Say what?
Peer pressure. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Because
are you going to stay where you are? Sorry. Where are you standing?
Yes. Can I make a stealth roll though? Because they haven't seen me, I'm assuming.
They wouldn't have seen you as yet, no, because they didn't come out that far. Go ahead.
Okay. I'll make a stealth roll.
But if you want to stay stealth roll, you'd have to probably move. If you're just standing still, it's not really going to be necessary. If you want to move, you would need to make a stealth roll. It's fun if you can move stealthily.
I'll make a move a little bit closer just so that I can see them a bit better.
Go ahead, perfect, go ahead.
Cool. Stealth is +6.
Okay.
Cool.
You kind of move slowly through the shadows, keeping to the shadows, kind of moving in amongst the foliage there. Does anyone else want to do anything?
Not right now. Still observing the situation.
You see kind of the one who's looking just stays looking at you, and the other one's kind of still motioning to come over. And he kind of makes a gesture to his eyes, to like holding his fingers in front of his eyes, like eyes, and points towards the stone, it's not the stone, sorry, the statues, and then motions again, come closer.
Look at the statues. Ooh.
This is a very bad idea.
Why am I getting Medusa feelings from this?
Yes, can I try and do perception again?
On what?
On the statue. On the statue.
Yeah. So I'm just checking where you're looking.
No, the statue. I think we're probably being led astray by these freaky looking gnomes. Perception. Let me just see, what was that again?
Maybe they're just homeless. Doesn't mean they're freaky looking if they're dirty.
Yeah, that's I'm kind of with you on that one. That's kind of
This
says
is racist.
the one who kept quiet, just moved away.
Okay.
Hey now.
Okay. As you look, you notice again how lifelike all these different statues are. You do notice the one in the middle, the really big one. It's like, this is like 20 foot tall. as again, it's like it seems to be like a kneeling statue of a warrior. He has four arms, two heading out in front of him and two out to the sides with massive swords coming out of them. There's bands around his wrists with chains onto the swords. And you notice all the animals seem to be all the statues, not the animals, the statues of all the animals, besides looking lifelike, they almost seem to be carved as if they're about to move.
Towards or away from it?
No, all in different. Some are facing towards it, some away. And you do notice the boulder near you. I mean, the boulder would be.
I would be right.
This like there. Okay, I'm going to put one in. I'm going to kind of put that in there just to kind of, and again, let's kind of just make it a little bit. No, it'll actually, yeah, it'll be about that big. Yeah, the boulder that's kind of over here.
That's a freaky boulder.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say.
That's just a placeholder for the boulder. Don't worry.
Okay, but why do you have that token? Why do you have that?
I can neither confirm nor deny. I will tell you, I do have a bunch of extra tokens for random encounters.
Mm-hmm.
Just putting it out there.
I don't want to encounter that thing.
So the boulder, you do notice the boulder is giving us a weird, almost animal smell. It kind of smells like a wild animal, like the smell you get. And if you're in like a wolf den or an animal's den, that kind of wild animal smell seems to be coming off. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to take that off? Is that disturbing you?
I just fear for our future encounters.
So that's it'll be roughly the same size you guys are. We'll take it back to 5. That's fine. It's a big ass boulder. It does seem to give us that kind of predator den smell seems to be coming from, or maybe from underneath the boulder. You're not sure, but from that general area, you seem to get this like predator den smell.
We didn't manage to do perception to see if the other shard was here, did we? I botched that.
Oh no, you did do. Sorry, hold on. I'm getting to that.
Okay.
You do notice. Sorry, I was busy describing the main statue and I got sidetracked. You do notice the eyes of the statue kind of glow with a green light.
Mm-hmm. And there's a animal den smell coming from the boulder right in front of me next to the gnomes.
Yeah. Coming from somewhere. You're not quite sure if it's the boulder or under the boulder or it's somewhere in that area.
Excuse me.
Get ready to roll for initiative.
No. Don't say that.
It's gonna happen soon, don't worry.
You guys, look how nice the tortoise was. You guys are so weary. Look how nice the tortoise was.
Yes. We didn't attack it. That was a good thing.
I have a question. Do you think gnomes are flammable?
Oh my word. Yesterday.
They're like humans.
The moss might be.
Their clothing might be.
I'll find Akari. You have this thing with fire, my word.
I'm just saying, if we have to roll for initiative, the two things that are going to die first are the gnomes.
Shame. Maybe they're not bad.
They're luring us into a trap.
Maybe it's not them, though. Maybe it's the parasites, like cloaks.
And the gnomes are actually dead. Fantastic point.
Fair point.
A really stupid question. Can the summon do sort of move? Okay, first off, it's a demon, ne? So it can't really die, but it's connected to Akari. So yeah. I'm just trying to catch
If it dies, Akari dies, just so you know.
Okay, but can the summon then investigate, and Akari knows what it is. Am I speaking?
Investigate what? Sorry.
Like the den and the gnomes, sort of. Does it have any way of picking up on funny if there's a Medusa-like creature thing there? Like a can it detect like
There's someone that can detect magic, and it's not Akari.
Okay. Oh, Oryn.
You want me to detect magic?
Well, can we see if there's
Do you
like?
want to detect magic?
No, I'm just checking that that's what you're asking.
No, I'm just finding out if this if we can somehow see if there's something here that is going to cause us harm.
Well, magic won't necessarily cause you harm. But go ahead, up to you guys.
Well, like if these statues were real creatures that were turned into stone, like a Medusa thing, that's how we should be
magic, but okay, it's a natural thing, but okay.
That's what I was wondering about the summon. What's your summon creature's name again?
Andariel.
Andariel.
I don't think she'd have any more knowledge about this than I would, and that's from the Andariel that Akari knows.
Okay.
Would I be able to cast Mage Hand?
Okay.
And try and remove one of the cloaks from these gnomes?
Yeah, you can. You'd need to make an attack roll. Because it would be kind of trying to do something against the wall. You would need to make an attack roll. But yeah, I'll allow it.
So what do I need to roll for that? A d20 plus 6?
No, it's not an actual attack. So just make it a d20. Make it a d20 plus 3.
Okay.
It's not an actual attack, but it would be kind of like an attack because you're trying to pull someone's cloak off.
Because if the hand is invisible, because you can either say that it's invisible or like ghost-like.
Yeah.
You know, would they not just assume it's the wind?
Well, they might, but for you to use it, you would need to do that to perform your action. This is purely to perform your action.
Oh my word. No.
You materialize a mage hand and you kind of just the front of one of the cloaks just kind of moves up and down slightly, and it kind of the gnome kind of turns its head irritably towards where he kind of thinks it would have come from, which kind of turns towards the tree, as if something in the trees had done. It kind of just turns its head towards the trees, and then turns its head back towards the rest of you standing, and kind of again waves to come over. Like looks quite frantic now. Like come quickly, come quickly. Just gesturing.
Can I try again?
If you've got enough spells, you can try again.
I think it's a mage hand.
Yeah, it is.
So there's as many as you want.
Go ahead.
Just plus 3 again or lower?
Yeah, no. You can do it. No, we're not in combat yet, so no. I'll allow you to keep the same.
Okay, cool. I love this. Yay!
Roll 20. As you wouldn't see the mage hand. As you pull back the cloak, you notice as it pulls back, there's all these like vines going into the back of the gnome's head from the cloak. And as the cloak pulls back further, you kind of hear them like as they kind of pull out of the gnome's skull and out of their head. These like long tendrils. And
Wonderful.
Oops, sorry. There we go. And they kind of pull out, and these thorned, all of these like thorned.
Did the other gnome just explode into that?
They didn't explode. This is just the thing I'm putting on here for it. And as it kind of pulls out, you notice all these tendrils come whipping out of the inside as the gnome's head just like flops forward. You notice all these tendrils like pulling out of it, and where the hood would be, it flops backwards onto the back of the cloak, and out of it all these like vines that are like green with like purple tinge to them, and these red thorns on all of them, which seem to have been embedded inside the gnome at some point. All come out and stop writhing around, and along the shoulders the cloak starts pulling away, and more tendrils come out. And as that happens, the second one also, the head flops forward, and the whole front half of the body pulls forward as all these tendrils pull out. You can as they'll pull out of the inside of the body, still kind of purple. The purple seems to be where it was in contact with the insides, and it kind of all pulls out, and these tendrils start like whipping around. And please roll for initiative.
Please roll.
You asked for it. You all said it was going to come.
We all have to roll initiative.
Please roll initiative.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me get my form up. Caedyn, 17. Go. Oryn, 17. Go.
Ugh.
14.
Initiative is just a D20, right?
No, there's a D20 plus dexterity, I think it is.
Oh, then I've got a +4. My apologies.
So it's 18. No, that's fine. 18. I'll change it. It's not a problem. Evara, 14. Okay. Alpha, 9. 17. Go.
Akari, 21.
21.
Nice.
Okay, give me now me roll for the creatures. Because now I've got all of your stuff in. Okay, I'm going to roll 2, 1 for each of them, but I'm just going to roll 2 at the same time. Wait. I forgot my plus. Okay, never mind. It's 12 and 16.
Okay.
16. Well, let me quickly put you in order. Akari. You guys rolled pretty well.
It makes a nice change.
Yeah.
True. 18, 17. Whoops. Right, Akari, you go first.
Okay, so Akari's gonna move forward to stand like a little bit in front of Alpha and Evara. So her 15-foot cone would hit the 2 gnomes and probably the boulder, but trying to miss everyone else. And she's going to use Haunting Him.
Okay, so you're going to try and do... I can probably do the shadow here with the add fog, can't I? Kind of... Okay, I can't really do the thing. No, it's fog, okay. There. Kind of a... I don't know if you guys can see it in that area.
No, I
don't. You guys
don't
not see that?
Oh, there we go.
Thank you. Delete. Yeah, kind of like it. Okay, cool. Go ahead.
They need to roll a
charisma first.
Fortitude save.
Yeah, you need to roll charisma first.
Below my charisma, or is this gonna have to be a high one?
Just roll. Roll your charisma.
With a plus or no plus? That's actually the reason why I'm asking.
No, just roll straight up. Roll me a die 20. Sorry, give me. Do that easy. Roll me a die 20.
Eesh.
You get ready to cast the spell, and as you do, you kind of feel like a tingling in your hands. Your hands start to burn, and you get this like itching sensation, and then nothing. Anyone else? Oh, do you want to do anything else? Sorry, that was only the first part. Do you want to do anything else?
Yeah, sure. Try again.
Go ahead. Again, roll a +1 though this time, if you're using the same spell. Pretty much the same thing happens, but there's no itching this time. Just like a tingling and then a burning and then nothing. Next up, are you done? Sorry.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Lillith?
I've got a rapier.
Yep.
I don't know if that's gonna help against the tentacled thing.
You'd have to move a little bit closer if you want to attack, I think, though. Don't think you're quite in range.
I'm behind the boulder because I don't think using a short bow. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to move that one. I don't think using a short bow on a 5-foot distance is going to be appropriate. So
yeah, that's probably great. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yep, go ahead.
So I'll move closer to the one that's the furthest from this boulder,
Yep.
and
Cool.
maybe try. I'll use my rapier on it.
Roll your attack roll.
That's a d20 plus 8.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see if I manage to do any damage to this. Very angry what crabgrass here? Oh, Lord have mercy.
You swing.
And miss.
The tendrils just kind of dodge out of the way. You want to make a second attack?
Yes, and then it goes down.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I really need a weed eater. Now it's +3.
You swing again with your rapier, and again, the tendrils just kind of dodge out of the way.
Okay, then I'm just going to move a little bit back because now it's obviously focusing on me. So I'm going to take a few steps back.
Okay, taking a step back provokes an attack of opportunity.
Say again?
Taking a step back provokes an attack of opportunity.
Okay. What? You're going to attack me? Yes, you roll as...
The tendrils kind of reach out but miss you.
Thank you.
Alpha or Oryn, you guys can choose. You both have the same.
Oryn?
Do you want me to go?
You can. More than welcome to.
All right. Before anybody moves closer, let me cast Electric Arc.
Yeah, I think for the same as last time. +1, you can go ahead and roll +1 this time. Please roll your wisdom +1.
Wisdom +1.
Yeah, if you roll another natural 20, I'm not going to be happy.
Fingers crossed. So, is that okay? Wait, I'm a little bit confused about the roll. So my wisdom is +2.
Wisdom +1. No. You're doing a wisdom roll +1.
Okay, so that's straight D20
+1.
Okay, I just wanted to double check.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, so close.
You made it. You made it. That'll do. You can cast your spell. Now you roll for your attack roll.
Yes.
How many targets does it go for? One.
1 or 2 creatures.
1 or 2. Are you heading for 1 or 2?
2.
Okay.
Go for broke.
It's 1 attack roll.
So D20 plus. Oops, sorry. Ignore that. That was an accident.
14. That's fine. You rolled a 20. That is a hit. Your damage.
I didn't add the +6 to that roll.
No, it was a hit. It was a hit. It was a hit with
Okay.
your thing anyway, so it's fine. Don't worry.
Okay, so damage is 1d4 +2.
Okay, but if you attack 2 targets, is that per target, or is that split between the two targets?
It doesn't say. Oh, it says here an arc of lightning leaps from one target to another. You deal 1d4 plus 2 electricity damage.
Okay, so that's to both of them. Go ahead. 1d4 plus 2. You do the same damage to both. Go. Perfect.
Nice. Good job.
Damage. Nice.
Oryn. Guess who's getting a mossy cloak tonight?
No thanks.
Okay.
Green,
You
not
kind
your.
of arc out the lightning, kind of the lightning bolt streaks out and kind of zaps the one, and it does like a bit of singe, and the thing kind of jerks back, and then from it arcs to the second one, which also kind of jerks as lightning hits them, kind of burning them, singeing the outside. But then they're still kind of quite agile after that. Alpha, your turn.
Alpha's gonna move up to the first pond, and then walking past Akari, he's gonna say, well, no wonder the gnomes were so quiet. Their hairdresser was a plant.
Nice, nicely done. Go ahead and roll, and you can switch my charts again. Go ahead and roll your attack roll, because I'm assuming you're going to attack.
Yes.
This is like Alice in Wonderland.
Nice, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
What with their heads?
Six.
Woohoo!
And that's the first one. 4. Okay, you kind of swipe across with your mace, and as you do, it kind of knocks the home's head, who kind of jerks back, and at the same time it kind of takes a massive tear out of the top of the hood, and the tendrils kind of pull back as well. The thorns seem to kind of extend a bit more, but that is it. You are welcome to make a second attack should you wish.
I think I'm gonna do that.
Does your summon move closer, Akari, while we're kind of busy, or stay there? And you swing again and miss. The tendrils kind of just pull out of the way again, very elegantly kind of just pull out of the way. It almost seems like they're performing a dance. They just kind of pull out the way.
Told you burn down the forest.
Forest, just the gnomes.
Alpha, do you want to do anything else?
Raise shield.
Okay.
If you can.
Yep, that's fine.
Alpha and I are playing this. He goes and does all the, sword stabby work while I'm in the back, shooting arrows or throwing bombs or something. I weaken the enemy and then he goes in for the fight.
No. Okay, hold on, let's try that again. Okay, well, that would have been 21 with my thing. Plant, the closest plant, this one over here, takes a swipe at Alpha. Hit roll is 21. I think that's a hit.
AC and shield is 21 as well.
Okay, so it's even.
Yes.
Okay, so it kind of lashes out, scrapes against your shield across your armor. Doesn't quite get through. Does leave a couple of slight scratches across the top of your bald scalp, but actually doesn't do any damage.
Are you getting plenty tattoos there, Alpha?
Evara, it's your turn.
Can you imagine if the plant took over Alpha?
Oh my gosh.
Is he going to be able to attack from there as well?
Yeah. No, I'm going to allow an attack. Yes, of course.
I'm going to roll on my
What
side.
what weapon?
With the bow staff, probably.
Okay. So just so I know what, because then it's just a normal roll. It's not an exotic weapon.
Oryn's got fire. Hey, fire attack.
17 to hit.
I'll allow it. It's barely a hit, but I'll allow it as a hit.
How much damage does the staff do?
1d6.
Plus strength, I take it.
Yeah, obviously, plus strength. So yes. Do you want to rage? It's a bit late now, but
Rage doesn't actually add damage in second edition.
I know.
Just gives temporary HP.
Okay, 5. You go ahead and you swipe down and you slash. You do happen to get a good hit. Try that again. Sorry, I typed in the wrong thing. There we go. Hold on. There we go. Sorry, guys. We changed the stats there. You swipe down and managed to swipe it into the cloak, which is kind of lifting now, and tendrils are kind of creeping out under it. And the whole body kind of jerks as the cloak takes a whack. And the kind of tendrils seem to they were creeping out, they seem to kind of move back in again. And a car. No, it's not. First the other creature, the second gnome.
Well, Evara still has another attack, right?
Oh, you're still busy. Sorry, I apologize. Go ahead.
That one's going to be a miss, probably.
That's going to be a miss. Kind of swing and you miss.
And then for her last action, she'll rage just to get the temporary HP.
Okay, go ahead. Hey, that is how many?
It's twice her Constitution modifier plus her level. So
second level and
6.
Constitution
6 in total. Yeah.
Evara. Thank you. It takes up to 42. Thank you. Okay. So now the second creature, the gnome kind of with its head hanging down, its arms kind of just hanging, kind of stands up and moves a bit forward. And the tendrils all go up in the air and they kind of swirl around. And as they swirl around, they shoot out a bunch of the thorns in a kind of cone right in front of them. The cone would kind of hit everyone as it's kind of going. I'm going to roll an attack.
Isn't Oryn outside its reach?
Oryn would probably be outside of reach, yeah. But all of the arrows, all of the thorns kind of shoot out in an arc. You guys can kind of hear them going and flipping past and kind of parting your hair and brushing your hair, those of you who got hair.
Matrix moves.
But it doesn't actually manage to do any damage to any of you.
Hallelujah. Telling you, the Matrix.
Akari, sorry, now it's your turn again.
So there's no way she can angle to get that cone not to hit one of her allies, right?
Not at this point in time. Unless you moved below Alpha, but you have to be very careful because Lillith is kind of in the cone then. But you could probably, if you moved below Alpha, you could probably pull it off. I know.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
How's that look?
Give me a second. Okay. I'll move a little bit forward. That'll kind of be out of Alpha's way, but yeah, I'll allow that. That's fine.
D20 plus 2.
Yeah. You're looking for a 14.
Okay. Doesn't happen. D20 plus 3.
Yeah, because every time you use it, you can get +1. Correct. Yes. every time you cast the same spell.
Good
There we
job,
go.
Corey.
You got it.
So they need to make a
I'm going to roll 2.
fortitude save.
Okay, let me look it up quickly. Give me a second. No, man. 5. Here we go. And the target number is?
18 or higher.
Thank you.
Oops.
They both fail. No, they both fail. It's 15. Yeah, they both fail.
They both take 7 sonic damage. And are deafened for 1 round, but I don't think that applies to them.
No.
Nice.
Well, to the dead gnomes, it probably does. Okay, there we go. They kind of both reel back from the one closest to to Alpha. You can see the tendrils are kind of falling a bit limp. It does seem to be kind of oozing out of where it's attached to the back and to the head's not attached, where you can notice kind of oozing coming out of there. The other one is also kind of not quite as badly, but also the tendrils are kind of start waving slightly. Do you want to do anything else, or are you done?
Yeah, this someone's gonna try and step in next to Alpha and attack the better looking one of the two. This
bottom one. The bottom one. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm all for you. Hold on 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I was on a different screen. Go ahead.
And it didn't eat the gnome. It ate the squirrels.
Yeah, that's probably a miss.
That's a miss. Most definitely a miss.
Okay, that's it for me.
Is your summon not hungry, Akari?
Apparently not.
Not for vegetables.
I was gonna say, let have some
meat.
greens.
Food. Yeah. Go ahead, Alpha and Oryn. You guys can choose who's going first.
Alpha, you can go.
Okay. Alpha is gonna attack the plant at the top.
Okay, the one that's looking the worst damaged. Okay. Yep, got it.
And then as he is going to try and attack, or before he attacks, he's gonna say, "Parry this, you overgrown cabbage."
Okay.
I would just hope it hits.
These
If he
are
misses, I'm gonna laugh so much.
Hey.
good
It's a hit.
job,
No, it's a
Alpha.
hit. It's a hit. It's a hit.
This is Plants vs. Zombies in extreme.
You kind of swing and then you kind of wham into the side again. Where you see the ooze coming out of the side. Just where it seems connecting with the side, you connect. And please roll for damage.
Good
Ouch!
job. Good job.
You kind of connect. And how do you want to do this?
Hey. So Alpha is gonna swing from top to bottom onto the plant. And then I guess it'll kind of like crimp. Best way to say it. And then just before the life drains from it, he's gonna say again, "We have come at last, and now the time of reckoning is upon you. I hereby sign your death warrant," and then trample on it.
And he kind of steps down and kind of like squishes, and the kind of gnome body also kind of squishes out. And the plant just kind of withers. You notice kind of very quickly how the beautiful green cloak that was kind of starts turning brown, and the gnome's body also kind of starts shriveling up as it's withdrawn from the plant that was keeping it alive. You have another move, should you wish to use it.
Sure. Let's try for his brother.
Why is it a brother? Why is it? It could be a sister. Damn.
It's sibling.
Hold on. Sorry, wait. I'm back. Okay, go ahead. That is a miss.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. Kind of swings, and again, this thing's tendrils just kind of bounce out of the, kind of move out of the way. That would mean it is, according to me, it's Oryn's turn.
Okay. Oryn would like to stand, in such a way that she can get either between this gap here or this gap there, just as to not hit them.
Okay.
So maybe there.
Okay.
And then she is going to
Can you cast fire or whatever you try doing for Alpha earlier?
Isn't that a cone?
It's not a cone.
Okay.
It's you just evoke a massive fire into the air around your fist, but it kind of like follows around me, and then I can just blast wherever.
Oh, okay, good. No, okay, that's fine. No, that's fine.
I'm just asking. Sorry, I don't want to.
You used it really effectively a while back. I remember now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to steal
remember that now.
thunder. Just a question.
All right, let me try that. I mean, it's only one action, so I mean, if all else fails, I'll try something else.
Cool.
So I'll cast that, which is
wisdom check, please.
+1 or straight D20.
Straight up wisdom check. It's that wisdom check +1 for every time you've tried to use the same spell. This is the first time you're using this here, so it'll be just a straight up die 20.
I love that. Wonderful.
You kind of get it, and you've got feeling the burn of the flames, and you keep feeling the burn of the flames, and you kind of feel it almost like heartburn go inside you, and you get this like heartburn feeling, and then it just fades away.
Lovely. It's a level 1 spell, so can I cast those twice?
Yeah, you can go ahead and try and cast again. No, wait. If you've tried to cast it, you've used it. How many times can you cast a level 1 spell?
We've spoken about it in the past, and you've said that level 1 spells we're allowed to use as much as we want, as well as cantrips, but anything above a level 1 we can't use.
A level 1 you have a set amount, eh? Cantrips is as much as you want to. Level 1 is you have squares above your or next to your level 1.
I'll look it up for you quickly. Don't worry, I'll look it up for you quickly.
Thank you.
That's level 1. Cantrips are you are something, but level 1 you have a certain amount. You're a druid. No, you're limited to a certain amount. Although you can change a spell for a healing spell. That you can do.
All right,
level 1. Yeah, that's weird. It doesn't say. Chill touch slashing. Knock scorch blast. It doesn't say how many level 1 spells you have. That's very odd. You should have 2 according to me. Hold on. Let me try something different.
Okay, well, the long and the short is Oryn can't cast again then.
Hold on.
He has 3 spells at first level. On second level as a second edition, second level druid.
3 spells.
So you've cast this twice.
Once.
Okay.
You got 2 more. The lightning one is a cantrip as well. Is that correct?
No. Lightning is electric. Oh yes, sorry, it is a cantrip.
Yeah. Okay, so you have 2 more. 2 more first level spells you can cast. You can cast the same spell again. There we go. Thank you.
You say I can't cast the same spell again.
You can cast 2 more first level spells, whatever you like. You can cast that one or another one. You can cast 2 more first level spells.
Okay. Is
You
that
can-
for the whole day?
Yep. You can cast 3 per day. You cast 1 already, at least you have another 2.
Okay, and got it. Let me do a cantrip then and save it, because I don't
Okay.
know when we'll get a chance to rest.
Okay.
Although we haven't rested yet.
No.
So I'm assuming we'll rest after this.
Mm-hmm.
You can.
And then I'll get my level
You want to
1.
go sleep? You want to go sleep in the stone garden? Okay.
Yeah, 100%. Although, okay, no, it's fine. Let me just.
You're gonna wake up
I'm
as a
sorry, guys.
statue.
I don't want to waste your time.
In the 4-armed creature's arms.
Okay, let me do the slashing gust. Cantrip.
Session. Okay, go ahead. You need to make
Okay.
notes. Oh, hello, Kitty.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Straight.
Straight up.
Oh my.
You conjure it up, slashing ghast, and please, the 2 people in front, please roll for damage.
Oh,
Sorry, guys.
that's
My
okay.
luck's run out.
What do we have to roll for damage?
You don't have to roll for damage. Oryn has to roll for damage.
Oh,
What is
I
your
have
damage?
to
You
roll
have
for
to
damage.
roll to hit first.
Yeah, roll to hit. Okay, give me a die 20.
Ooh.
Lucky. Okay, roll the damage roll, please.
Me.
Yes, you. What is the damage of that?
It's 2d4 slashing damage.
Please roll 1d4.
Oops. Sorry, guys.
You kind of swirl around, and the nurse swirl around, and they swirl around Evara and Lillith, and you try to stop it, like no. And as you do that, you kind of get caught in the middle of it, and you take 4 damage.
Oryn.
Oryn.
Oh, shame.
Oh dear. Okay, well at least you guys are fine.
There's
Okay.
always a better way, Oryn. Akari's just going to say from the other side of the safety of everyone else in between them.
Evara's turn.
She's going to try and attack this one. Can she reach with her bowstaff?
Yes, now she can. As she trying to dodge away from the daggers that were swirling around Oryn, she kind of took a thing for it, and I'll allow it from there, not a problem at all.
Nice.
That is a hit.
Nice.
Hello, Mokadu.
Ooh,
Okay, go
good.
ahead. You kind of make a slap to the side of the creature, kind of tries to pull away. That was 6, ne?
7.
7. Sorry. 7. Okay, go. There we go.
Ooh, another one.
Another hit.
Hit.
Sorry, guys. I was busy changing stats.
6 further damage.
6 now.
Cool. Go to encounters. Whoops. Let's try it again. There we go. The creature tries to pull away, and you kind of whack it, and it kind of takes 2 dodges side to side. The tendrils starting to look a bit droopy, kind of starting to weave a bit. The body's kind of almost pulled completely out of it. It's just kind of leaning forward. You got all these tendrils still stuck into the lower back, but at the upper back they've kind of come up, and they're kind of weaving around. The front few tendrils that have come out don't have any thorns on them anymore, but there are still thorns on the other ones as it's kind of swerving around. And now I believe it is my creature's turn.
And me?
Haven't you gone?
No. I have not.
Cut it down.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So,
Go ahead.
I also suppose I took a step
Closer. Yeah.
and I'm gonna use my sword again, my rapier, and that is +8. So let's see.
So I have to plug up my work computer again because Mukadu just turned the screen on.
Oh
You
gosh.
just want me to work, cat.
You're sitting there looking so intently at a screen. Oh, for crying out
Listen,
it. That's a miss.
Swing with your epaulet.
Okay.
Really
Well,
slightly steep, and it just goes.
Go again, and then it's just 3, ne?
Yeah, correct.
You can do it.
15.
That's a miss again. Kind of swipe again, and the tendrils just kind of move out the way. Now my creature attack.
Do I have rage? Now, what can I do with HP?
HP. Stay alive.
It stops you from dying.
It's hit
Oh
points.
my lord.
It's called living.
Okay. Well, my next attack would be minus, so I'm not even gonna bother.
Yeah. The creature kind of reaches out with its tendrils, and it kind of it seems kind of confused and kind of reaches out to everyone and misses all of you as it's kind of trying to shoot out in all different directions at once. It kind of misses all of you. And that brings us right back to, and yes, I'm aware of the time, Akari. I just want to finish this fight.
Kari, you're off. Kitsune, if you can't do it, no one can.
The summon's gonna attack because it's there already.
Good. Perfect.
Let your summon eat it, man.
That's a hit.
He needs a bit of green.
She.
Akari.
4 damage.
Okay, you kind of. How do you want to attack?
I don't know. She has tentacles, right? So it's probably gonna be like tentacle slapping it. I don't know.
Eat it. Come on, have a salad.
So she's gonna attack with the tent. No. She's got arms as well. She's got arms that end in like vulture claws. So she's got arms.
Okay,
And she's
then
got the
probably
tentacles.
claws.
And then she's got the
claw
stomach mouth thing
attack.
with claws.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Have some salad. We'll throw in an
4 damage.
too.
Yeah, correct.
So 4 damage additionally done to this thing.
Oh, 4. You rolled a 4. Sorry, I was on a different screen. Sorry. I apologize. I thought you were asking me. There you go. She kind of swipes, and the creature's really looking, kind of pulling away again. There's actually little tears appearing in the cloak as it's kind of tearing apart along the back, but it's still moving. Not quite dead yet. You have another attack if you would like.
Kari's going to try and get closer and attack with her, what's it, sickle?
Sickle.
Yeah.
You've got a sickle? Yeah, a sickle and a dagger you have.
Close combat.
Sickle, just check. I think that would be, okay.
Ooh, 26 hit.
It's a hit.
Natural 20.
Good
And
job.
how do you want to do this? No matter what you roll, you win. It had 2 life left.
Sushi.
So it literally had 2 life left. So no matter what you
Sorry, check
even if
it
you rolled 2 ones, you would have won. So it's fine. So that's why I already said, how do you want to do this?
Yeah, make some gnome sushi.
So Akari's going to walk up to this thing, get up behind it, and then look directly at Lillith and say, everything here should have a right to live, right? And then she's just going to grab as many of the roots as she can and like slice them all off.
This creature kind of tries to pull away, and then it kind of falls down in little pieces of the tendril that you can see the gnomes kind of falling back. It's got all these like holes in him where these tendrils have been in, and they're all kind of oozing like a clear liquid as well as blood. And the creature, the cloak itself kind of falls apart into pieces, and also you notice it goes brown very quickly. And with that, we'll be ending tonight's session.
Some evil stuff going on there.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Fortunately, they couldn't protect their home, right, Lillith?
Yes, no. These, I someone knew when cutesy little gnomes are involved that aren't so cute. I just sort of knew something was up.
There's still a problem though.
This is going to be the surprise encounter. Another kind of jump scare, but you guys beat me to it. Well done. Good job. I'm probably becoming predictable.
Just think we're becoming paranoid.
Yeah.
No, that's not a challenge.
Just by the way. Guys, have an awesome evening. Sorry for going over the time, and we'll chat soon.
Have a lovely evening, guys. I'll see you all next